this in the cloud. Graham, I'll probably have you be the host in a few minutes, but for the most part, I'm going to be here. That way, just in case power does go out, we still have the generator. Generator will come on, within a minute after losing power, but appreciate it, Graham. Let's see here. Virtual. So if you guys have any questions, just drop them below. All right. Patrick says, Holly, are you feeling better? Let's see here. Hosting, I'm not going to say what hosting I'm using. I mean, I use different hosting for different things. I have the best of the best that I can get. Probably the most expensive. I just paid for an entire year of hosting. That way we don't have any issues. Thomas M, I'm still getting postcard verifications. I'll tell you the wild thing. The other day, so I had GMBs on and off over the past year, and then my favorite fan or whoever they are keeps getting them, taken down. And so I finally just said, screw it. It's an international business. I don't need the damn GMB anyways for what I do. And I just got sick and tired dealing with someone coming in there and saying you're permanently closed and naming it some stupid name and stuff for my #1 fan. But so I stopped. The other day I said, well, let me at least try, since the person's kind of shut their mouth for at least the past 3 months. And I went in there, I added the GMB or Google Business Profile, and we filled out all the information like normal. I had already done citations, like last year, etc. I already have Twitter and all the authority accounts and all that stuff, and put in the information. Normally you get postcard verification or video verification, and went straight to text verification and sent me a text, and then I entered that and was instantly verified. It was up within less than 24 hours. So that doesn't happen that often, at least from what I've seen. So, I mean, I was kind of shocked when it did happen. So let's see here. Any other questions? Nice. Yeah, it was definitely nice when that happened. Patrick, do you do a double take? Yeah, I did, quite honestly, because you don't think it's for real when it happens. I had that happening. Yeah, it hasn't happened in years. I've had it. It's usually postcard verification or video verification every time I get them. Haven't had a text, quote unquote, text verification in a long time.
I've been getting a mixed bag, brother. I've been getting email verification, text verification, and postcard. And when I'm really, really naughty, I'll get the video.
Yeah, it's always video verification or postcard verification. It's never anything else.
I've been thinking about this one, Jonesy, right? Airbnb. Yeah. So you drop a pin, try and get a verification at an Airbnb, and they want to go to video. Well, then you just book the room for the night, bring your laptop, throw the truck out the front. then I'm thinking, right, you just hire a cheap warehouse, right, and just build a facade with a couple of fake shops. You know what I mean? And then you're taking the video and you just spin around really quick, and there's your truck with the sign writing on the side that you just done with some chalk, a couple of tools in the back of the truck, and you're done.
My granddaughter's trying to say hi to everybody. Now she wants to run away. No, it's okay. She's like, she wants to run away. She's interested in seeing everything we're doing, but she's like, no, not without my mama. So shut it, please. But nevertheless, all right, got a bunch of people coming in. All right. Any other GMB or Google Business Profile questions, or any just CTR questions? how many of you have used on any level? And he's trying to come up with a plan too for maybe a discount for you guys. Agency Assassin. I am doing a video later this week on it because I took down, if you saw my video I did the other day, in which I didn't do it like I normally do professional, quote unquote, where I have the green screen and all that, but I show, hey, this is William deleting the #1 ranked CTR manipulation video that all these guys selling tools, specifically 2 people, haven't been able to knock me off of. Yeah, they run their mouth about. And I deleted it. And then within less than 3 days, 4 days, we hold top spot again and #3 spot. And that's no CT, that's no micro workers, that's no tools by any body specific that I had promoted in the past or anything like that. So, all right, Michael's coming on in. So, all right, cute Bill. I think Mike is going to demo CTR booster for us today. Yep.
What's going on?
Not much.
Oh, sorry I'm late.
Nah, good evening to everybody in the US. Good morning, Philippines from Nasos. Good morning, Nasos. Appreciate you, brother.
22 people in here. It's looking light today. Okay. looking light.
Hey, Mr. Mike. See you next week.
Holly, what's good? I know, right? It's like in the blink of an eye.
When are you coming over?
Thursday.
Are you staying in one of the hotels?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. D Hood got me my own smoker's paradise. Not like he paid for it all, but, you know, I got my own. I think it's like a building across or very close to the other building where you guys are staying. I have a suite where the smokers are going to come and chill. So I got my own little area where I'll be at. see who I attract into that realm over there. It should be interesting.
All right, we'll have to connect on Facebook or text or whatever. So when I get there.
Yeah, for sure. Matter of fact, I'll send you my number on DM. I'm gonna get there Thursday. Probably Thursday later in the night or sometime. So it's Thursday. The event is Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday bounce out. When are you coming in? Thursday?
Yeah, I'll be there Thursday at 1:30, and then I'm leaving early on Sunday morning.
Okay. All right, yeah, we're definitely gonna link up for shit, sure. Oof. So guys, ask some questions first because I gotta unwind, smoke a little before I hop into CTR booster, but I will. And I took a little time to sign in and make sure it was working so we didn't hit no fucking problems and shit. So
I'm gonna have to make a meme now. You know, so that'd be like, you might be a CTR geek if this is your process.
Say again, what's that? That?
You might be a CTR geek if this is your process. I'm gonna have one where you're doing a bong and lighting one up. That'd be step 1.
Yeah, step 1, yeah, right? Ignite liftoff.
I got some other good news for you, Mike.
What's that?
I do got the backup.
Oh, all right, great.
They checked this morning. I said, hey, I forgot what's the name of this. Oh yeah, it's 5-star. Go check it out. And he said, yep, we have it.
All right, beautiful, good looking. All right, who's in here? What we got? Everybody got their camera off except Graham. What's up, Graham? Yo, Graham, where you live, bro? What part, like Australia or something? Where you at?
Yeah, man. I live in the Blue Mountains. I'm about 40 miles as a crow flies from Sydney, man. I can almost see the Harbour Bridge.
Oh yeah, I was somewhere and like my Facebook started to show something of you, but then the data was off and I was out and about and I just remembered, I was like, yo, wherever he's at look really beautiful though, like immaculately beautiful. Word.
99% of Australia don't know where this place is, man. It's good. I like it that way.
Yeah, word. Keep everybody away, right? Well, we got Holly, we got Thomas, Bobby, Drew, Jack.
Thanks
Mark,
for helping me out too the other day, man. I really appreciate it. You went, You didn't have to
Oh,
do all
for
that
sure.
shit, man. I really appreciate it.
No doubt, man. You already know. Nick, Brian, anybody got any questions or in the chat box? Anything?
Is VPS a way to go with Booster, or would a laptop Windows 7 be good enough?
If you got a laptop that's not doing it at the crib, then go for that, definitely. But if you're gonna run multiple instances and all that, then how many laptops you got laying around? You know what I mean? So CTR booster, right? You buy one license, right? And you get 3 installs, right? Each install could hold 100 projects on it. Okay, 100 projects could be 2 or 3 GMBs if you're going bananas with how many different campaigns you set up, or it could be maybe 20 GMBs in there, right? It all depends on how many campaigns you set up per GMB, right? But the point is, with just one copy of CTR booster, you get to use that shit on 3 computers or 3 VPSs and run 100 campaigns. So like just one copy covers a lot. You know what I mean? So I personally run that shit on VPSs, whole bunch of VPSs, because I have a bunch of licenses. All right, what else we got? What do you do to protect your hosting from attack? I don't think I do anything. That's probably more for William. I got WPX hosting, and some shit happens, they take care of it for me for the most part. What up, Michael? Joseph, what up? Okay, answered that. I noticed a new addition to Agency Assassin, dynamic grid distance. Oh yeah, very nice. So click that. Go in there and definitely click that. What that does is, for your keywords that are not doing so well, it'll automatically minimize the proximity, which you should be doing, but also you don't want to do it, right, across the whole 10 keywords. Because, for some keywords, you're trying to push proximity. For that 1 or 2 or however many keywords, you might be struggling. So for those keywords, it'll minimize the proximity, right? And then slowly build it out for you. So that's a really good feature that they added. I'm glad to see that they're, adding some things in. That's good. Who's good for a VPS? I don't like recommending VPSs, man, because then if shit goes wrong or this and that, I don't want to hear my name behind it. But I use Contabo, but I'm trying to get off of them because they done gotten bananas with their fucking prices. It's almost nauseating. Holly's probably the right person to ask about that. She got like 17 million fucking VPSs.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what you're targeting, right? So like my VPSs that are only $6 are for my news approval. My VPSs that I run Scrapebox in are Smart SEO VPS or something. I don't even fucking know. And then if I want something for GSA, I go to Asian Solutions. Just depends on what you're doing.
So for guys that want to run, CTR booster, which is not resource heavy, not too much, what would you recommend?
I think I have mine on Green Cloud.
Okay, so guys, check out whatever she's saying. And again, with VPSs, right? Either go ask some friends, get a recommendation, and then if not, just test. You'll know soon. You'll know as soon as you buy it and start the bottom. If that shit starts crashing and freezing and you can't do nothing, then just ask for a refund or bump up the resources, right?
Yeah, I got a recommendation on Green Cloud today, so I got a couple of those. OVH is always really good.
Yeah, OVH. I haven't heard that shit in a long time.
They're all built like basically the same as managed or unmanaged and how much RAM. They're all the fucking VPS.
And then what you got to be careful, what I've noticed is some people be charging absurd prices for the Windows license or the Windows part of it, like Contabo and some other ones. So when you're looking for the prices, you'll see when it's adding in, depending on what version of operating system you want, which you're going to want Windows. It's going to cost a little extra.
Couldn't you build your own VPS, Mike?
with like from a dedicated server, like buy a dedicated server and then build it.
Yeah.
I have a couple of those, but that's even more complex. But you could do that, yes, absolutely. Because you got,
Like, you know,
if you know what
someone
you're doing,
couldn't you hire
if you-
someone from Upwork and say, hey man, I
Yeah.
want to set up these boxes all around the world? Yep.
you could do that.
Okay.
Somebody said Contabo was the worst with security issues. Well, luckily I haven't had, I've been using them for years, but when I actually noticed what I pay now, and I was like, wait a minute, like how long I've been paying this much for what? Because I got none. I sound like a clown trying to think something when Holly's in the room, but you know, like eight VPSs that you didn't know you were paying X amount for, like you got to minimize that. All right, for agency assassin, if I have a GMB, let's say Dallas, and I want to rank in the surrounding areas without making another GMB, can I do that? Probably start small and eventually max out the distance. You answered your own question. And then follow Will's training with the ARM page and the location pages and the plugin and, you know, all the stuff that he gives to us. Use it. Can you uninstall Booster and use the license on another VPS? Yeah. So what'll happen is you install it one, you install two, whatever, you install three, then you'll hit a wall and it'll say boom. Then you'll need to contact support and ask them to reset it. And then you'll be able to install on 3 again. For a new website that is ranked on page 8, does CTR manipulation work? Yes. Does Google just ignore the clicks when your website is way back in the rankings? No, not at all. Patrick, come on now. Is that Patrick? I know you fucking kidding me. Don't asking that. Of course it helps. That's how you get it up the search, brother. Don't play with me, man. I just got a fresh haircut. I'm ready for Miami. I don't want to hear no craziness. I'm just playing, Patrick. All right. Any other questions? See, I started answering questions. I can't fucking smoke if I'm reading. Yo, Will, you gotta read the questions if there's some questions. Well, I got to get high. I'm sorry, brother.
I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be making some memes of you, bro.
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta be careful. Whatever I said that goes against what Kyle Roof said, I retracted. I wasn't in my right frame of mind. Listen to Kyle Roof all day, every day.
Oh, let's see.
But Patrick, in my opinion, right? If something is on page 8 organically and you send organic traffic to it, it's going to trickle up, right? Here's another thing. Why is it on page 8? The on page and the content, you should not be on page 8, brother. Period. Like, let's, you know, what the fuck is that thing the judge uses? That's it. Over. Page 8's no bueno. I've taken e-com products from page 8 to page 1 though, and I don't even do e-com. So think about that.
Let him get his smoke on so he calms down a bit.
Yeah. You got me in motherfucker Hulk Hogan mode, Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, y'all are trip. Let's see here. All right.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. How many people here have CTR Booster? Put a 1 in the thing, because you ain't gonna have me saying here, send up CTR Booster and 5 people have it. Oh, look, we got 3 off rip already. 4. All right. We got some users. Well, gotta have at least 5, y'all. One more. Patrick, don't lie. I want to see the receipt, man. Will Thomas. All right. It's Patrick that always asks the questions before I start getting on somebody.
Yes.
Thomas. It's Patrick. Yeah. That's my boy, Patrick.
Patrick asked me 50 million questions. I told him all the time. I said, I can always count on Patrick to tell me if I didn't get a Zoom
you should
link.
start your own podcast, bro, and your name could be Podcast Patrick. Just be asking all the questions.
So Tom said, I don't need to worry, but if something's going to go wrong, if an email didn't get sent out, I will know.
All right, here we go. Share screen. Let me know when I could grab the screen.
Okay, give me 1 sec. You're good to go, brother.
All right, so hold on. For the couple of y'all that have CTR Booster, All right, first I'll just show the basics. And then if you have questions, then let me know. All right, hold on. Let me see how I could do this. Protect my safety over here. Share screen. Screen one. Share. See, but why the whole Zoom? Why everything just changed? No, stop sharing.
You
Hold
gotta
on a
choose.
minute.
You gotta choose the screen you want to share, buddy.
Yep, I did. And then hold on a minute, man. Let me do this. Bear with me. I got shit on my desktop browser. I don't want nobody seeing. All right, let's get rid of that. Bing. All right, let's try that again. Share screen. Screen one. Now, I know how to share the screen, but then when I shared it, see, it showed my desktop instead of showing the VPS. Oh, we're gonna have a problem if it don't show the VPS. All right, there it goes. Good. The CTR boosters are being nice to us. All right, guys. So this is CTR booster, right? First thing you gotta do is come into the settings and go into proxies, right? Click use proxy. You're probably gonna want to click disable images, right? Saves your bandwidth or whatever the hell you want to call it. This you can use or cannot use. It depends on your proxy setup. If you have like a lot of proxies, right? Then you could click on randomize so it's not running just that one proxy. So usually you would don't click this. Don't click this unless you're really going crazy. I would not suggest this. But what this does is, if this is this one proxy, I can run multi-threads at the same time, right? So you can use this, and I do use it, but I'm not explaining that now. I'm going to keep this shit simple, right? Kill Chrome driver, delete temp files. This is just stuff to make it run. Click update. Now, in the settings, there's also refers, right? Which you could put in here, all your social media sites, bunch of different stuff, right? That's for a later training. That's more advanced. Capture API you could put in there. No one I know uses this. If your proxies are good, you're good. Or even if there are captures, CTR Booster will close that window down and restart. Another one, and it shouldn't pull a capture at that point. Okay. So remember I said you get 100 projects, 100 campaigns per install. So this is one, right? So I could do 99 more, let's say. That would be one install. However many GMBs you make out of it is on you. So we're going to manually set up a campaign, right? Before I get into all that shit, I want you to hear this. This campaign is one. So if I wanted to export it, which is saving it, in other words, right? I could export it. If the software wants to work. Okay, here we go. Desktop. Make. And it's a JSON file, right? Which, whatever, it just is. I think there's another option, but the last time I looked, it wasn't working. That was a while ago. This is what I use. And just to be thorough, we'll export both. Let's see if they fix that. You see how this VPS is like, I can't deal with this. I should have checked the speed. Like I need VPSs that fly. I can't have oh, this is terrible. Yo, Will, you got a fast VPS laying around with CTR boost in there?
No, I ain't got a VPS just laying around, dude.
I got a bunch, but they got all my shit on them. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. All right, so let's see if it works. Boom, like, just gonna have to deal with the slowness. Hey, Graham, that's why I have mostly for my main shit dedicated servers that are turned into super powerful VPSs. Because when I log into my VPS, I need to like have multiple softwares going off and I'm still getting done what I need to get done, or else there's no bueno. Can't have it.
Does the VPS have to have some sort of proximity to what you're doing, or it doesn't matter? Like the VPS could be in Dallas or Sydney or.
Good question. I like to get it in this, country that you're in, but because you're using a proxy, it doesn't matter. But I feel like Google always sees a little bit behind the proxy, so I rather be in the United States, right? If you could get the proxy very local, I mean, not the proxy, the VPS very local to you, that's a bonus. I don't really go that far with it though, but you could, right? If it's not, if the VPS offers it in your area, then hell yeah, grab it. All right, so here we go. Oh, go ahead.
I think we need to talk about setting up some boxes, you and me, brother.
Oh yeah, for sure, no doubt, no doubt. This
I'm
in
using
here.
Vulture, man, high frequency servers, dude. They fly. They are the fastest on the planet, man.
Okay, nice. You know how to set all that stuff up. You're into that, the techie setups. Okay, good, because I'm not. So yeah, you can help me out with that. That'd be great. This right here is one of my proxies, right? And don't try to use it because your IP is not authorized. You'd be wasting your time, right? But this is one of my 4G mobile proxies. All right, so here we go. Concurrent projects, right? So if you got one proxy, one project. If you had two proxies, two projects. If you wanted to try to run 3 projects off one proxy at the same time, you could, right? That's all up to you. We could get into all that later, but just remember, guys, I didn't develop this software. I'm here to help y'all and all that, but I'm not going to answer 17 million questions about CTR Booster. I'm here to help y'all. We'll go through it, every week. Come with your questions, then I'll answer. But please don't hit my DMs asking me mad CTR Booster questions. Just a heads up. I with all due love and respect. So I'm going to start now with the fun shit. We exported a project in case we change anything, in case the project crashes, you have a backup. Always back up your campaigns. Always back up your campaigns. All right, cool. So here's what I did earlier. Nike test, right? I'm going to search on Google. You also have, oh, yo, Will, where's Will? Let me put on Will's new white voice for YouTube. So in CTR Booster, then you could click on google.com. Down in this box is where you put the URL you would like to visit. Enter GIF and sound. Nah, I'm just joking. That videos are dope though. I ain't even gonna lie. So guys, here you put what you want to call the project. So the way I would really do this would be Nike branded, right? And I'm gonna change this so you don't jump down my throat. Nike branded. It's Google. That's the URL you're looking for. What kind of search type? Default. Holly's World video. We're gonna go default, right? Retries. This means if the bot messes up, doesn't find it, how many times do you want to retry, right? I usually put this up. You don't want to go too high because if it's not going through, something's wrong, right? Total amount of visits, total, like how many total visits forever for the whole campaign. So I usually put this something high unless it's keywords and I'm really tracking what I'm doing, right? Daily visits. So you say you want to go 3 to 5, right where it's at, right? Start kind of slow and steady. For Nike, that'd be unreal, right? We're not getting into ratios and percentages right now. Duration of visit. So when it hits Nike.com, right? How long is it going to stay on the website? I put it for 30 to 60 seconds so it could be fast. So we're not sitting here waiting too long. I'm actually going to put this quicker because I really don't want to wait long. Max internal links. When it hits Nike.com, how many links will it go to beyond the homepage? If you put this at 0, which I'm sure you can, then it's just gonna stay on the home page, right? No, you actually can do 0. Max internal link. So 1, okay. If you put 2, it starts bouncing around, and however many you pick here, then you got to really pay attention to this, right? So follow me. Max internal links, we're just gonna keep it at 1. Duration of internal visit. So once it hits the internal link, how long is it gonna stay? I put it for quick, 5 to 10 seconds. So guys, this you would want to put 2 minutes to 4 minutes, right? You don't want to fuck your bounce rate up, right? This is just a quick example so you guys can see the bot run and complete a project. So let me say that again. Duration of visit. You want people to dwell on your shit for quite some time. This is just a very low example that you will not follow. I will put 180 here. Me, 3 minutes. I don't like having shit low. Plus it's a bot, might not really complete and it might stop before. So I'd rather have it dwelling on there longer versus shorter. All right, we covered this part. Again, this would be higher, right? Because you wouldn't want it to hit an internal page and bounce right off. You want to, let it sit there a minute, then hit another page, a minute, something like that. Delay between the search pages. So that's what I was just saying, right? After Nike.com and it hits its first product page, this is how long it'll stay on that product page. And then this is the delay between the clicking on the pages. Delay between actions is when this, so I put it on 10,000, 3 to 5 per day. So when the bot runs and it finishes, how long does it wait before it starts up again to finish its daily threshold, right? That's what you control here. I have it low so that we can see it start up again if we want. This is totally up to you, right? But keep this in mind. If you're going to send branded traffic, let's say 5 or 10, you don't want to send it all in 2 minutes. That doesn't look natural, right? So, and these are seconds. So, 60 seconds, that's a minute. That's not long, right? 600, that's 10 minutes. That's still not that long, right? So I usually do different things here between 2,200 to 6,600. Sometimes we do 600 to 1,200. It depends what that campaign is, how quick we want to get it done, how many URLs it is. It's a whole science behind how you set up your CTR booster. It's like cooking, you know what I mean? It's a lot of seasonings. All these settings are like all your seasonings and all the mixes. All right. So if you want to go down the organic listings and visit a competitor first, which obviously with this wouldn't work, but for keywords and for you, everything we're doing, it does. It'll hit a competitor, bounce right off so it doesn't stay on the website for long, and then go on to your website, right? A lot of people use this because it's very effective. I don't, because I really believe in karma, right? And that's just me. That's like some black hat shit. I don't want nobody landing on my website and bouncing right off. So I'm not going to do it to nobody. That shit is on y'all at your own discretion. Just remember, you reap what you sow. Over here, project start time, end time. If you want this project to complete these daily thresholds at any time during the day, then you leave it like that. More realistically, I use this shit during business hours, right? So like now this is Nike, so people are searching all the time. So I'm actually going to leave this alone. So for a local business, you might want to put 6, 7, 8 a.m., right? To maybe 10, 11 p.m., whatever time you think people may not be looking for that business anymore. If it's towing, emergency service, anything like that, obviously 24 hours, right? Needless to say, I would hope. Mobile user agent percentage. So how much do you want it to be desktop versus mobile search, which I kind of skipped over. Sorry about that. I have it on mix. The mix I'm controlling. They say that 80% of traffic is mobile nowadays. So I usually do a lot of mobile, right? But you could also follow your analytics and your GSC and all that technical stuff you guys love as to how you should be manipulating your traffic. Because the more realistic it looks, the better the benefits, right? So this is an organic Google search, right? For the brand name Nike. If you wanted to blacklist any URLs, like their contact page or something like that, you could. If you were doing something for a brand and there was like, you know, rep management, a bad URL, not BBB, yeah, BBB or scam report or whatever, you could throw that here. No, pardon me, actually. This is for internal links you don't want to visit. So like the contact us page or private policy page, something like that. Don't put your contact us page here because that's a very natural page that a bot should bounce to because a customer would. Okay. All right. What else we got here? So in this is good to go. There's some more settings I could show, but yeah, actually, we could do this right here. So if you want to get very geographic and do a local search, and you click on this option, you either put in your Latin lounge or you open up, you click that tool, and then you find where, hold on a minute. Wow, this VPS is so slow. All right, let's let that open up and let me light my joint. Maybe it's not going to open up. All right. 500 Main Street. Sarasota, Florida. So what I just did, save yourself some time and do that shit just like that. That's from years of being an experienced user. You click use randomized location, right? And then you pick your miles, right? So now guys, hear me. This is Nike. So that example for maps, right? You want to boost your proximity. Don't start going fucking nuts with this mileage shit, right? Maybe 1 mile, little, that's, you know, low. But if you're not ranking and right around your business, you start low, man. Even if it's 1 mile, like just because you have this option, don't go stupid because you're going to tank your GMB. Then you're going to get mad. Then you're going to talk, oh, CTR booster don't work. Because you came right in and tried to run 10 miles and threw mad fucking, like, no, slow and steady, baby. Remember. So like for right now, I'm going to put 2 miles. This is Nike, so I'll put 3 miles. And then how many points do you want? So how many launch? I say launch and lat, even though it's lat launch, so bear with me because I'm dyslexic. How many launch and lats do you want within this 3 mile radius, right? So let's just say we want 20, right? Keep it real light for right now. Generate, look at this beautifulness, right? You could also use this in your other SEO projects. The shit is Butterworth right here. Grab that. Anyway, that's for another time. So now we got the geo locations. Click update. You don't forget to tick the box, right? All right. If you wanted to use a custom proxy, like a proxy just for this project, then you could, right? Very, very good to use. Good option. Not needed right now. Target URL, match exact URL, don't need right now. And this is not a map search. So we're not going to click that. If we wanted to search the map, then we would. Okay, let's update this. Let's close this. Okay. And then we're going to click run, right? Let's watch the bad boy do his thing. And if we don't have to sit here and watch this thing run, let me know, but I figure y'all might want to watch it. Oh, yo, is Will in here? I'm not looking at the chat, y'all. I can multitask, but not that much. I feel honored. We'll just be backing out. Like, Mike got it. Where we at? Any questions? Somebody said we like Mike fired up. Already hit 4 hits, must be bunk. Already always count on Mike. Right, blah, first thing on everything. Something that William sells to keep up the conversation. I only buy from William. Dude, when I smoke, I couldn't pick a shoe. I smoke just to stay somewhat normal, if that even exists. If you're watching on mobile, you could pin Zoom the screen. Good morning, all from another bit on the sales call. What's up, Jeff? Do residential properties work? It doesn't have to be 4G mobile, but that's the best that I've found. Yo, Marcus, I'm gonna sell some proxies, rent out some proxies to a few people. You would be one of them if you're interested, if you don't have some already. It's not cheap, dog, but cheaper than buying your own network and jumping out the window. Jason Guy. Hey, guys. Hey, what up, Jay? Patrick, how are we able to see what the bot is doing so we know it's working properly? Yep, I'm doing that now. Nuggets, Merlinos, the GOAT. Thank you. The Green Goblin GOAT strikes again. That's why you need a slow server for smoke breaks. Good fucking point. Jason, are you going to be in Miami next weekend? I want to see it run. Yeah. Jason, you going to be in Miami? Jason Guy? Oh, I was about to be like, ooh, get to meet my boy Jay. Something I asked the Viper. It's something I asked about the Viper, but we were never allowed to see without the ability to see the bot. People could sell a smoking mirror so we could have it not set up right and would never know. What time zone did you set and how? What time zone? I didn't even check what this, whatever the CTR, whatever the VPS is set to. It's not my VPS. I usually watch like this, but I'm not going to do that to y'all. So it's on Nike. We'll let it do its thing. It's very boring to watch these things, but just so y'all see it run. If we want to do multiple launch and lat within one large city, target wealthy neighborhoods, would you run several different campaigns for those individual lawns and lats? Yes. Somebody was asking me in the group, kind of like asking the same question more than once. Which, sorry if I ever sound chirpy. That's something that kind of irritates me. I don't like repeating myself much unless it's a complicated answer, then I get it, right? So with CTR booster, right? Like Frank just hit it right on the head, right? If you have a lot of neighborhoods and you want to just boost proximity here and you just want to send like one search a day maybe, right? Or one search and not even fucking run it every day, like run it until your VA pause it this day. Like there's so much you could do with this tool, right? That you might use 20, 30, 40 campaigns on one GMB. You know what I mean? And with that being said, if you have a lot of GMBs, this shit gets, you know, I don't want to say expensive, but resourceful, right? You need VPSs, you need copies of the booster, you need the proxies, you know what I'm saying? Like, so keep in mind, not preaching or nothing, but it's like, if you got a bunch of GMBs or whatever, but you're not making no money with them, this ain't for you. Like, you need to step back, get some money coming in, because CTR is not the fucking fix all, bro. I'm gonna keep telling you that, especially before you go invest in a bunch of paper and something, thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna run some CTR and everything is just gonna be green. Like, no. Make sure you got that other shit in order. I'm really trying to tell y'all. So I'm not gonna watch this again because there's no need to for any of y'all. You see it completed, right? So now let's get to the more better, something better. Add project, and I can't make this bigger, guys, sorry. Now we're gonna go Nike branded maps. I could do that and copy it from over there, but want to get through this through speed, so I'm not going to, right? Okay. And I'm gonna come here and I should go check what the somebody go check for me quick. What's the URL that Nike uses in one of their GMBs? Is it like this? Because I think they might use the www. Let me know, please. All right, guys, pay attention now. Ready? Organic search. Default, news, video. Default, news, video. The minute you click map search, everything changes. The UI changes. Notice the bottom, target name, your GMB. See the view competitor over here, checkbox, bounces. Pay attention now. GMB name, target name, your GMB. Target name, your GMB. Not your fucking keyword. Don't hit up support with dumb shit. Target name should say GMB name, right? But this is where you put your Google My Business name. All right, guys. So here we go. Organic. Click on map search. Now there's multiple map searches. All right. So when it searches the map, go Nike, it'll click, it'll interact on the knowledge panel. Assuming it pops knowledge panel, right? Which it should for this. If you want to send traffic to your GMB posts, then you click on GMB post interaction. It'll search, pop your knowledge panel. It has to be a keyword that pops your knowledge panel. No, actually, no, it doesn't. Take that back. Sorry. That's for this one. So with this one, it'll search. It'll hit your maps listing, roam around a little something, something, and then hit your GMB posts, right? This is Buttersworth, bro. Trying to tell y'all. Okay, here we go. I feel like I wish I could have all y'all answer. What's this? Organic, right? Like, let's not fuck this up. GMB. Organic. GMB. List your shit. I usually go like this. Let me show y'all what I do. I'm gonna just put y'all all the way on. Branded. GMB. Make it clear so your VAs can't mess up. These things, is gonna be so many of them, right? If you have a long brand name, come up with abbreviations. If your shit is Joe's, Sons, Plumbers, whatever, forget about all that. JSP, branded, GMB, JSP, branded. You don't even got to put branded. Really, we do brand. JSP. See how I'm dyslexic? Sorry, y'all, but bear with me. You get it. Organic, right? However you want to do it, but you want to know what you're doing. And I'm getting to the more advanced things first, but rather teach you like that in case you're taking notes or whatever. So back to this, right? Map search. This is a regular one. I'm going to leave it like this. So now, everything we could leave here, except we need to put Nike down here. And do we want mobile, desktop, or mix? I want mix, and I want mostly mobile. All right? Okay. Before I run this, I might as well, because I already mentioned this one, GMB post interaction. No, I'm gonna show you this after, because it's that gets a little confusing if you don't know what knowledge panels are and understand how they work. So I'm gonna click this, click that, GMB, click, and I get to smoke again. Yo, I think I could get used to a training like this. Every time I accomplish a little something, I get a hit on something. Yo, all jokes aside, if y'all think Will's been telling me to start a YouTube channel for real, if y'all think I should do that, or a podcast, or both, and be fucking real, don't bullshit, let me know in the chat. Put 1 or 2 or whatever the hell. Just let me know what you think.
You're crazy, man, if you don't do it.
I'm crazy if I don't do it.
Yeah, you should do it, man. You've got talent, you've got skills. People don't know this shit. So, you know, get on your bike, man, get it done, bro. People need this stuff. Like this to me is all new, right? I don't know any of this shit, you know? Like, you had CTR booster. I'm like, yeah, man, how many do I need? You go and buy 10. I go, all right, fuck, here you go. I don't even know what it does or how to set it up, but I trust you, bro.
Yep. Did this close out on us? Hold on a minute. What the hell just happened? All right, so if you're testing, see, I should have did this. So, all right, there it goes. Let me just not touch anything. Sorry, Graham, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. Somebody asked the question, any benefit? All right, hold on. If we got a few VPSs but want to run this from our own desktop, will it work? Yes. Any benefits of running traffic to a Google My Map from a competitor to my GMB? What? Any benefits of running traffic to a Google My Map from a competitor to my GMB? I don't understand what and how you mean, but it sounds like yes. Dang, so the bot just went to register page because we asked it to visit an internal link. Jason, yes. If you didn't want it to visit that page, then you would put that on that box on the right-hand side where it says internal links you don't want it to visit, right? Like site maps, private policy, you know, anything you don't want it to hit where you're already getting traffic or you're not trying to have anything flow there, or, you know, it's not really internal linked, but the link's on the bottom. You didn't really want it to click, you know, whatever it might be. That's what that's good for. So great question, bro. I'm glad you caught that. Valerie, what up, Val? Mike Merlino, you're hysterical. Love listening to you explain how to be a dumbass. Or how not to be a dumbass. I was going to take it either way. Thank you, Val. Busy with sales, got to go. Later, Jeff. Jeff's the OG. He always selling. Is this all really questions? Hold on. I can't even scroll up. Wait a minute. What happened? Uh-oh. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Let's get back to the bot. Okay, later, Jeff. Can you demo one with GMB and show the bot doing its thing? Yep, happening now. Haha, YouTube channel for sure. 111. I'd show up. Yes, gotta clean up your mouth for YouTube. Just the FYI. Well, then fuck that. That's not happening. You got the personality. I heard CTR manipulation was an easy keyword to rank on YouTube. Do it. You can say dumbass on YouTube. Yeah, we trust you, Mike. All good, bro. Mike, what GNB name did you tell the bot to look for? Nike. There's none called Nike. Oh, is it still looking? Oh, shit. Sorry. Good catch. I'm over here on the wrong screen. Let's stop it then. There's no GNB called Nike. Really? Huh. Stop. Oh, this is not picking up the proxy, but it should have picked up, wait a minute. That's pretty weird. All right, so let's do this then. Anybody want to throw a GMB out there, something real?
I already did.
Foot Locker. Nike Poughkeepsie, okay. That's the name of the GMB?
Yeah, it's just says Foot Locker. It's number 2.
So wait, no, then I would need to search for Foot Locker. Oh, hold on a minute, guys. Let me check something out.
I already tried it. If you Google Nike Poughkeepsie, the 3-pack comes up. Foot Locker's number 2.
Well, I want to do something that's totally branded. All right, here we go. Foot Locker will work. Thank you, though. I want, because I don't want to fucking confuse people on a basic training like this, because then they'll come. Oh my Lord, why can't I copy and paste? Foot Locker. Let me make sure something real quick. Yeah, see, most of these websites use I can't believe I haven't smoked not even one of these joints that are in front of me. It keeps turning off. That's the problem. All right, Foot Locker. I don't even know if this matters, but I gotta fix it. Foot Locker, Foot Locker, Foot Locker, map search. Update project. This should work. Is there a technique to find out the lat launch are really spoofed by the CTR booster? Nah, they're probably not. I don't know. Have to ask the owner probably, or check your analytics and all that stuff. I would assume probably not though. No, I do a bunch of traffic. I'm just showing how to use CTR booster, like the basics. And that's what I always start with. So that's what I started off with as an example. Branded traffic is huge. Looks like this thing is not what happened there? Any questions, ask while this thing is trying to run. And if this doesn't run, we need to try maybe a real business where we know it's gonna Foot Locker got so many damn locations.
The suggestion I had made was if you put in Nike Poughkeepsie as the keyword,
Okay.
which is brand plus location, that Foot Locker would be one of the options.
I can't copy and paste anything. You got a launch and lat? Well, we could try it without it. And you know what? I'm gonna do this so we can see it better. Desktop search.
If you want to copy paste,
See, finish line got the probably because if I use your lat and launch, then it would work. So that one's gonna fail out. So here's what we're gonna do. Hold on a minute.
Try adding NY at the end. Oh, there you go.
I think this is hitting off the Nike, the tower. So if not, right, guys, somebody type in a business they don't care about sharing where we know it's not, a huge conglomerate with companies all over the place. And let me check what this does over here. Figure it, I'll get something. Let's just do this. Plumbers Orlando, what the hell comes up? Benjamin Franklin Plumbing of Orlando. Benjamin Franklin Plumbing of Orlando. if I make a lot of changes, I like to reset stuff. That's just kind of me. I don't think you need to do that, but you got to click here if you want to see the browser visible, or else it'll run in the background. No, Jason, 3 licenses, 3 computers, 3 laptops, 3 VPSs.
What
Each
sort of
one.
data does this use, Mike? Like, say you just set up one campaign, you're talking like, gigabytes or terabytes of data. What sort of traffic we're looking at?
No, it's not a lot. And if you're not looking at videos, it's not a lot. I wonder what's going on here, man. Something is not right. Hold on a minute. Let me stop this. Let me pay attention, extra attention. So I pulled the knowledge panel. So let's try that. Turn that off. Update project. You can run 100 projects, yeah, campaigns in one license, yes. It's 100 per install. So I did the search, there's the knowledge panel. Now it should interact with the knowledge panel and not shut down. If it shuts down, we got a problemer. Went into a review, interacting with the knowledge panel. Beautiful. So what happened there with this search, right, is I used the branded term, which pulled the knowledge panel. So the bot just shut down because I clicked on the wrong option. If the keyword pulls your knowledge panel, then you have to use the knowledge panel interaction. And more importantly, if you want to use the knowledge panel to interaction part of it, the keyword you put in there needs to pop your knowledge panel or your knowledge panel, right? But it doesn't just have to be for the branded keyword. So in other words, super ninja nugget, right? You do your brand, your key, Benjamin Franklin Plumbing of Orlando, right? And then plumbers, right? That'll still pop your knowledge panel, right? But you're giving the keyword at the end. Benjamin Franklin Plumbing of Orlando, Plumbers of Orlando, Plumbing Orlando, or Plumbers Orlando, Benjamin Franklin Plumbing of Orlando, right? Just start mixing keywords with brand to pull your knowledge panel so that so that the bot can do what you want it to do, right? Start off with just your knowledge panel, then expand on it. Then if you get really, really nice with it, you start getting knowledge panel for keywords without your brand in it. But that takes a lot of work, a lot of crafting, a lot of Picassoing or Merlinoing. So you see this thing did its thing, interacted, did some review shit while I've been talking, went on this website. Take note of how beautiful this website is, bro. Like on a half browser, I had a call to action, request a code, phone number, chat widget. Didn't feel overly spammed out about it. Convert. The site looks like it's built to convert. At least that's my first, quick glance. So I could close this out, right, and just get to the next thing, but I don't want to do that. I want to let y'all see it complete. And this is somebody's business, right? So I don't want to send traffic quick and bounce on his shit. Karma. What do you get with enterprise level? Everything you need. That's the only way I can honestly answer that. The other version is like, I don't even, didn't come with everything you need, so I don't even remember. Can we put more than one keyword in? Yes, absolutely. I'm gonna show that. I'm just showing you the quick basic setup. Ben Franklin is a franchise, big budget. Oh, okay. Well, look at that. Guess I'm right? They spend some money and they know how to have a pretty nice converting website, it looks like. Have you ever tested Booster for emergency plumber or water damage campaigns? Not me personally, but it'll work. Doesn't matter what it is. So you experiment with different keywords until you find the keywords that pops in knowledge panel. And does that screw up your target? I don't understand the last part of it, but yes. And when you're doing that to search for your keywords whenever you go on to search for your knowledge panel, you got to do it locally, right? So you got to use Location Guard or GS Location Changer or Proxy or Valentine app or Bright Local or GMB Crud, whatever the fuck you want to use, you use. But if I'm in like that, my proxy's pinging off Orlando. I put in what Jason said, but it pulled the knowledge panel for a completely different store. Because from his area, when he searches that keyword, he gets a different experience, right? So you got to always remember that when you're trying to see what keywords pull your knowledge panel or not. And I hope that made sense. And I hope you guys know what your knowledge panel is and how important that is. Like, because my God, if you don't, you should really rewind and step back on all this traffic stuff and, set up branded traffic, but then get back to what's super important, yo. All right. So this finished, guys, daily visit, right? 1 of 3. See that? Yes, we did it. All right. Now I'm going to come in here. That was knowledge graph interaction, right? So now we're going to go to GMB post, and I think you need to keep knowledge graph on, but let's check without it so y'all could learn at the same time. I honestly, y'all, I haven't been inside CTR Booster in so long. You have no idea. When I tell my team I was playing with this shit today, they're going to laugh their ass off. Oh, so while this is running, you remember when I exported the spreadsheet? So I can't really show you here because there's a notepad. Excel is not on here, but you can edit your campaigns and like clone them. And, if you get busy with the spreadsheet and then upload instead of having to manually set them all up, you still have to kind of manually change a couple things unless they've updated that. But I still have the team do everything in the spreadsheet and then upload it and export and edit and change. And so this right here is your best friend. If you got a lot of campaigns going and shit is real, this is very, very similar, just a couple things you want to change, right? Like just the keywords. Then that's when having this is super helpful. Along with, I don't want to do too much at once, but I can't be too bored or I get bored and then I'm bounce. So let's see if we can kind of multitask a little bit here. All right. I'll be right back. In what way may I assist you? Yep. Oh, did it finish? What happened? Yeah, so that I thought so. So I'm gonna just stop it because I think I know what it is. When you wanted to interact with the knowledge panel, which is what a GMB post interaction, you need to click on both. Nope, so I'm not right. Wait a minute. Okay, so why the hell didn't it work? Let's try it again. And when you're testing guys, right? Because this is, for me, I get confused trying to follow. Clear the log and then start fresh, right? And then if it doesn't work, check and see what it tells you. Sometimes it'll give you good info and sometimes it won't. But if it's like a proxy error, it'll tell you that. Well, I guess I should have checked, do they have GMB posts? Because if they don't, then that would be the problem. I don't see no posts. So somebody could go confirm if they want, but I'm not trying to be all granular about shit. Doesn't look like they got GMB posts. That's why that's not working. So organic GMBs, right? All right, cool. So now Plumbers Orlando. Plumbers in Orlando. Man, I need I just found out I need glasses, and with this little ass screen on, see, I do. Plumbers in Orlando, Florida. Nah, I wouldn't even do that. I would leave it. Actually, I would just do this, to be honest. I'd hit that, maybe throw in some near me's, but really the near me's I do separate. So Plumbers Orlando, right? Remember I was saying before this shit is too long. So me, I would make this BFP and then this O, so Orlando, right? Boom, keyword, GMB, boom. This I don't need to do. Map search. We could leave, well, no, that's way too long. That's what was happening. See, that's why I was getting impatient, yo. Y'all with me, right? Y'all understand what I'm doing right now? I'm doing the keywords for y'all.
Yep.
All right, cool. What the hell is Chris doing? Chris, you sharing your screen, bro. I don't know if you know that or not. Can't see nothing because I see a little cube, but. Now, where the hell is the chat box? Bro, Zoom is confusing. Somebody needs to give me this thing. How do I move this where oh, okay. I gotta drag it where I want it to be. Sorry, guys. Hold on, bear with me. All right, there you go. Sorry about that.
I hate Zoom.
Yo, I'm thinking in my head, like, I don't want to say I hate it because I don't know it, but it seems very weird. But maybe that's control that you end up liking. Because if I wasn't able to control it, then it probably would bother me, right?
It's got a lot of cool features, but a lot that make me insane.
Is that Palmer?
Yes.
Oh, what up, my guy? What's up, Chris?
What's up, man?
How you
Yeah, I
doing,
saw
bro?
the thing in the email. I was like, oh, I'm gonna hop on to what these gentlemen are talking about tonight.
Nice, nice. Yo, you going to Miami? Oh no, I think you already told me you couldn't.
Nah, not Miami.
Okay. That would have been nice to meet you, man. We'll get up. We'll get up one
I'm
day.
sure we'll get together eventually. I usually get around. Right now is a bad time, but I'm thinking about putting something together myself.
Oh, nice.
Once I can, I'm trying to get at least one hitter though, like a Diggity or a Gotch. I can't afford Patel, you know. So
I'm trying to get a big name.
at least one, yeah, to draw in the
The
beginners.
masses. There we
Right.
go. Nice. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
So guys, I sped everything up. So you see, it did the keyword search, it found the listing, it hit the listing, it's on there, and it's gonna bounce off quick because I put it more on, you know, mic impatient mode. But you saw that it worked, right? That's the main point. So it's sitting on there and it's doing what it's doing. Oh, what I wanted to show you before, because I mean, there's nothing else to see, right? I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. So when you want to start getting to it, you click here, right click, clone project, right? And then once you have it cloned, and you could just come in here, switch, pop these out, right? Or hit it with the old plumbers near me.
How do you feel about this versus Agency Assassin?
So
What's your opinion, personally?
I answer right now, but I can't. Let me type, and then that's one.
Oh,
thing I
I'm
can't
sorry,
book
dude.
it said. No, you good, bro.
I'm just
I
looking at your
I-
face. I don't.
I'm
even
trying
know
to
what you're
answer
doing.
it there. I'm like,
I'm
wait
sorry,
a minute. That my dyslexia is that's not gonna work. Hold on a minute. Plumber near me. So anyway, guys, I don't even have to sit here and do all here. You understand? You put your keywords in here, right? Take these out. You know, all your near me's I would put in there. Then again, remember this, right? Change this and then put what it is near me, so you know, or NM if you and your team use acronyms and shit. If you want a internal link, you don't want it to visit, put it here, right? So now I cloned, and all I would need to do is do update project. But at this point, right, guys, it's a local, right? So remember, you're gonna want to use this. Oh shit, I got the bot running. Hold on a minute. Let's stop it.
Is the format you have to put a message inside the comments? Is that the format, or is it an open room?
Which message?
Well, is the format of this particular of your stream here? Do we have to put it inside the chat box, or are we allowed to all talk openly?
No, bro, this is Chris. You do what you want, bro. First off, but no, anybody just talks whenever they want.
Cool. I'm looking because obviously, we've spoke before. I like to see what other people are doing. You're setting this up as an example. When you're doing it, say for yourself, would you load in the whole insights list?
Oh, so yeah. So Chris, me and you, let's talk about that separate, only because these people have been dying for me to show them how to use CTR booster. And if we get too advanced, that I'll never hear the end of it. But that's something me and you could talk about. That'd be a pleasure, my dude. And yes, absolutely. Insights, GSC, questions. I work on making them pop, even if they're not popping. You know what I mean? Entities, strings, shit together. You know what I mean? All that. Mm-hmm.
So the topic of today's video is you're walking through CTR booster.
Yeah, for straight like newbies.
Okay.
But you're here, and I'm here to answer questions. So I'll answer, but let me just finish real quick with this basic setup so that these guys at least know how to get through it, which we're almost done with. So guys.
Yep. I want to be respectful. Sorry.
Oh, and I'll stop right here. I stopped the bot. Let me just hit this. We got the near me, right? Boom. We're gonna save this. Oh, that's what I wanted to get to. Remember, it's a local project, so you want to hit this. unless you already, so I'm not gonna log in from now, right? But if you're working on a GMB that you already have, and you know you're trying to set a certain proximity stronger, and you have local Falcon, or any other geo grid, and it gives you the launch of the lat of that geo grid, right? You grab that and put it in here and hit generate a small little area around that area that you're trying to boost, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The green dots we're always posting, right? If you use those softwares, when you click into it, it tells you the launch lat. I know it's lat launch, but I say launch lat. You grab that and you put it in here, right? If not, that's advanced. If not, the basics is you put in your GMB name, the address, and you start working your proximity out from there, right? So let's just say the Orlando sensor was where these people wanted to get proximity from. Have no idea if they're ranking near there or not, but we're about to find out. So this be a good, might be a bad test. We'll just do 2 miles. Let's pick about 20 spots. Generate, update. Turn this one off. Turn this one. Oh, the other one, it did complete. Wow. All right. I thought it didn't. It's running so fast. I thought it didn't complete, but it did. So you see that, guys? Matter of fact, you know what? Hold on. Let me speed it. Slow this shit down. 30 to 60, 10 to 20. No, that's fine, actually. All right, here we go. Now I'm gonna answer Chris's question. Chris, because I don't want you to ever think like I ain't trying to answer you, my guy. All right. So yo, Chris, Agency Assassin, like I love it. I use it, right? It comes with 4G proxies, and that's amazing because them things is expensive, right?
Yes.
But all this shit that we could do here, you can't do an Agency Assassin. Like you can't say I want to send traffic just to my GMB posts. You can't say I want to send it, just to the knowledge graph based off keywords, and then, be real slick with what keywords you're using to pop your KP. You feel me?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Have you used Booster, or is this new to you?
I don't mess with Booster.
Okay. But you've
that's
seen
why
many
I was,
others, so it's not so new to you. But yeah, so the advantages are, bro, is one, all of this, right? Because when you come in here, right, this is organic. So you could do organic shit, and they added in the news. You got the video for the YouTube. Then you could pick if you want mixed, desktop, or mobile. You could bounce back on a visitor, fuck up their bounce rate. And then you pick the percentage, which I wouldn't do 50%. I usually do way high on the mobile because everybody's on mobile nowadays. At least that's what I hear. I don't know if that's actual, but that's not realistic. Hold on a minute. Boom. So that's what I like, that you have all these options, right? And then that's just in this module, right? So guys, you see that running in the background, right? I'll get to some more stuff. So add project, right? So you have Google Ranker, YouTube Ranker, Yahoo Ranker, Bing, direct website traffic. Very useful, Chris. This like, you would love that, right?
Very handy.
This would be like one of your favorite modules, my
For
friend.
sure.
I know you, brother. And then this is like this is beautifulness. Like, so guys, right? You put your backlinks in here with the anchor text, right? And then you send traffic through Google to find your backlinks, hit the anchor, hit the link you want, and then end up on your target URL, right? Very, very interesting.
That's a shame.
Very, very interesting. So when you start mixing all this up, right? So check this out, guys. Let me close this out. Hold on. So you could understand the project dilemma that everybody is asking a lot of questions about, understandably so. So hold on. Let's keep this shit right. Let's get rid of this because this is not even relevant anymore. Out of here. See you later. Peace. All right. So we got, this would have been keyword, right? Now I would do clone This would be brand. That would be if it's gonna. Oh, it's not gonna clone because I remember you got to check on the checkbox and then click clone. Okay, boom. This one would be something branded, right? Then I'd clone it again. That'd be another branded. Then I'd do a branded plus keyword, right? And then I'm gonna do branded plus entity. Whew, you don't know how much of a nugget that is. Right. Then I'm gonna do.
That was good.
Then I'm gonna do branded, right? All of those, but organic, not in the map, right? Then I'm gonna run more keywords. Then I'm gonna run some Yahoo. Then I'm gonna run some Bing. Then I'm gonna run some direct URLs. Then I'm gonna run some, right? And I'm not into pitching my services and all that, but if I do come out with that one-on-one or done for you services with this shit, like that's why it's not so easy. Just turn the bot on. Yeah, you might get lucky, but when you get into that competitive shit, like you got to use all this, right? And then remember I told you about the referrers. You know what I mean? Like it's not a complicated tool, but it allows you to do a lot of complicated stuff, right? Which is very, very great. So for a long time, everybody's asked me, yo, what do you use? What do you use? What do you use? And I've always said multiple tools, right? Oh, but what's better? What's better? What would you use if you had to use one? My answer is, thank God I don't gotta use one. I don't know how to answer questions like that. It's almost like rhetorical questions to me, right? If I didn't have this, how would I get all this stuff done, right? Agency Assassin ain't doing it.
No. Did you ever run a search instead of like typing in plumbers? I'm not sure what you put in there. With this tool here, did you ever put in like, what browser am I using as a search to figure out, like open up one of those screens and figure out what the browser is? Is it spoofing the user agent or is it?
Let's find out.
I'm curious. Because I saw you set it up as mobile,
What
right?
site?
So like inside the tool there, instead of searching for plumber, oh, it's Selenium.
I'm sure it is.
I see.
What
So
was the
that's their
website to go
automation.
to?
What's that?
What's the website to go to?
Well, whatever shows up first. It doesn't really matter. Just have it check, like do a Google search like you did before, but instead of searching for plumber, search for, what's my browser? Or yeah.
Oh, not a website. Just actually search the words. Okay. I thought
Well,
you
yeah,
meant,
and then whatever result comes up, click on it and we'll see. I'm sure you're curious, right? Or did you already check?
I think I checked that like years when it first came out, but then I didn't care because the shit was working, and so I don't know.
So
And
the
I'm not-
automation is Selenium.
Yeah,
And
it's
then I
definitely
wonder how they're spoofing the browser.
that it is, because I know everybody's always talking shit about that. Oh, if it's a Selenium bot, it's no good. I
Well,
don't
no,
even
it's
know.
good. What's wrong
Oh,
with
that
that?
is good?
I mean, it's obviously working.
Oh, no, I
Yeah.
thought that's what I've heard. Oh, if it's running on Selenium, it's not good. Google's gonna detect it. I thought that's what people always say. So
Well,
now
I
this
mean-
ain't gonna work until we know what this is. So let's hold on.
I don't think Google's as smart as,
people think they are.
yeah. Do they care is the question. I'm sure Google can
I
detect
think
anything.
that's what it is, right? It's not
Yeah,
do
they
they
can
know, it's
detect
do
it.
they give a fuck?
Yeah, exactly. They definitely can detect it. They can detect everything, but does it matter? That's the true question. So yeah, what's the because I'm wondering if they figured out anything else. I think the reason too, like the piece the reason why I said, oh, it's Selenium is because it's such an easy thing to create, right? Like they have free Chrome browsers that are Selenium.
Mhm.
But all this extra cool stuff in here, I don't know about all that though. That's sick.
Mr. Chris, his camera's off. What's up with that?
I'm not in my
Samsung-
usual
Chris,
location.
can you see this? Sorry to cut y'all off. Before the bot closes, do you want me to click on anything in here, or does this tell you? Oh, it went out. All right, let me.
Oh, it's a quick little piece. I saw
now-
it says it's Samsung, so it's definitely, so it's spoofing it.
Hold on, we could go
So that's
back.
cool.
I'll put this to longer.
Because I'm sure yourself and we're all wondering, like, what's it registering as? I'm curious. That's kind of like with agency. I noticed, like, after running it, it's like, I don't know, 73% desktop. And I'm like, son of a gun.
Too high. That's too high. Yo, Will,
Yep.
can you
I'm here.
believe that this is, oh, you can't see it. Look, my invisible joint. I still got half of that joint that I lit when class started. The shit keeps going out. Matter of fact, let me put this one out and light the other one. That one ain't, big boy needs to go up. This one got the moon rocks in it, baby. Ooh, is any smokers in here? Let me know. Let me get a big 420 if you know what moon rocks are.
I know what moon rocks are, but I'm not a smoker.
Well, then that's impressive. You know some smokers, then that's for sure.
I've known, yeah, for sure.
I was a weed snob back in the day. So that's a while ago.
What is my browser? Yeah.
It should be going there. Let's see. What is this about? I don't like the way that looks. All right, there we go. Will, is there any questions in there? I got too many Zoom windows open. It's confusing.
There it is. Let's click. Can you click on that?
Did it close out? Damn, why would it close
Dang
out?
it.
Hold on a minute. Let me see what's going on here.
Well, I mean, it showed that one result. I was just really curious, you know.
I would like you to look at what you want to look at, because it'd be beneficial to all of us. Let me see what's making it bounce so fast. Oh, okay. It's because I have it on map search. We need to go organic. That'll fix the problem. All right, there we go.
Did you ever play with that Selenium Chrome browser, the extension?
No.
And you could like record whatever you want, map clicks, whatever. It's just,
No, man,
it's not this easy.
It's funny because a couple people try to show me or tell me, ask me to do, if they could do some stuff with that. And I was like, isn't that what we're supposed to be staying away from? And so now I feel like an idiot because I thought that was what people don't like to use. I know all the bots use it, but I heard that's what we were trying to gravitate away from.
Well, then that would mean, that would void out this tool.
Okay, here we go. Look, I know exactly, which is crazy.
There it is. So
did I click on anything or is it good?
Well, it's giving us our answer. It's Chrome 79.
Okay.
It's a regular, it's not a mobile browser.
So this one came up as desktop because it's
Exactly,
on,
but we were setting it as mobile.
So
that's
when you said we set it on mobile, you mean the proxies or you mean this over here?
I thought you set it up on, oh, you didn't click it on ours.
All right, so it's on mix. So here's what we'll do. Hold on.
Because that
I
other
know
one
it
you
is
set up,
now.
it was mobile. So
Hold on a minute. Let me stop it once again. And then we'll come on, slow VPS. Stop. Oh, I hate slow VPSs. Stop. Open it up. Let's turn it. So you want to see mobile view first, Chris?
yeah, I want to see if it's, yeah,
All right. Cool.
definitely. I want to see if it's going to pop up as Chromium. That's usual for like a regular, like bots, like that Epic, like that we got.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it spoofs to. It'll say like, it's showing a mobile, but it's Chromium, whatever.
Okay.
So I'm just curious. So is this Selenium and they're spoofing the agent? I'm just curious of how it's working. Like, how good will it work? You know, I never used this before, ever.
Yo, Will, you got people behind you taking pictures, man?
Sheesh.
You know, you gotta pay. I gotta be paid if you use any of my pictures, man. I'm a walking trademark and copyright at the same time.
Love it.
No,
No,
this,
he He's making
They spoofed it. That's a good thing.
Samsung browser 10.1.
That's a good thing. They're spoofing it. That's a beautiful thing.
Okay, beautiful. Do you want to check it from desktop or that doesn't matter?
Nah, I was just curious at that
Okay.
piece there. So that's really sweet.
Okay,
That's
beautiful.
cool, man. So that's interesting. So that tells us a lot. So does Selenium matter? Does Selenium automation matter? Does Google care? Well, if this tool works, because I've never tested it, does it work, or do they care? Then the answer is no. They don't care if it's Selenium.
They
Right?
can be, because this tool, no, exactly. And this tool been out for 3 years, and it went through some times where it had a lot of struggles and shit like that. But bro, this tool's like, I've been using this shit, I'm telling you, for 3 years. It'll be 3 years and a couple months, I think, probably. Because I had to go check their Facebook group, like, how long am I bugging, or has it really been 3 years? And it's coming close.
Is this the Keyword Cupid guy that made this?
No, so a guy named Abbas made this, a boss, forgot how to say his name. He made it and came out with it. And then Garrett, their own session splitter, he bought it, and he's been fixing it and fixing it and fixing it and fixing it, bro, like a maniac. And he got this shit chirping again. For real, for real.
Whoever said proxies, that's
Oh, there's questions. Hey, Will, I thought you had me on the questions. What's going on, man? You too busy? You too busy doing the photo shoot over there, man?
No, I was reading something else, dude. Explain for us beginners, why does it matter if they're spoofing?
well, I mean, if we're sending, I don't, it's not my group. Mike?
Oh, what? I thought it was a question. No, that's for you to answer.
Oh, why does it matter? Well, I mean, if I'm utilizing and spending the money and resources to utilize mobile proxies, I want my browser to match. So technically, I mean, if we wanted to do it correctly, correctly all the way, then I would want the spoofed browser to match this proxies that I'm creating. So mobile. I want a mobile proxy and mobile browser. So that's the reason.
He's using 4G mobile proxies. I don't think that has anything to do with CTR booster.
No. But the browser, like, I don't know who said that. Like, the browser
Marcus.
and the proxies are two separate things. They're going to be able to read the browser that you're viewing stuff with. So the proxies don't set, what they think the device is or what browser you're using.
Yeah, Patrick was saying, what controls the spoofing, the proxies or CTR booster?
So I'm sorry, real fast. I think I saw some stuff above that I'd like to answer real quick, real fast. So Patrick, why do near me separate from plumbers in Orlando? Just me. I don't like having too many keywords in one thing, because then it becomes too hard to control how many keywords are actually getting visited, because it's random, right? It randomizes. So I'd rather just keep my main keyword. I don't really do many keywords unless I'm doing like Chris mentioned and dropping in a good amount, because I just kind of want it to go random, right? It's not the main keywords. So my main keywords, which includes main keywords plus geo, which is geo plus main keyword as well, but that would be, so 3 sets already we're at, and then near me for maybe all of those, right? So like your main keyword sets get doubled and really tripled. That's how I do it. I like to keep all my campaigns nice and separate, because if not, it's very hard to manage the traffic that you're sending for each keyword. And I'm not saying I know exactly how much I send for each, because that's impossible unless you set up one campaign for each, keyword, right? Which would be nuts. But for certain things, we do that, right? When we grab some certain, manipulated URLs or whatever, like just one campaign, one URL, like I don't care, because that's what I need to get done. So that's why I did that like that. But you don't have to, Patrick, but just, keep in mind also, if you have broad keywords or high volume with mid to low volume, that's not a good look neither. You know what I mean? Chart those off. Like, there's a lot of different ways to run your traffic. You could follow the clustering thing. You could do keyword grouping. You could just stuff it all, not give a fuck, or you could get very granular, right? It's all on you and your strategy. But just remember, be slow and steady. Like, don't go crazy, right? Because then you're going to tank your shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Will, but I saw some questions
No,
above.
I'm good, but
I think was before all the technical stuff. So the daily visits limited to 2 to 3. I just did that as an example, Bobby. The daily visits is based on what you're gonna do, depending on that keyword, search volume, geo, etc. How long does it take to take the site to rank from page 6 to page 1 with this rate? Can't answer that. That's super dependent on a lot of things. And that's just an example campaign. They only caring if hidden there.
what's the disadvantage of using Chromium? Is what Patrick's asking.
Chris can answer that. I don't know any of those technical things like that.
I mean, if I'm utilizing mobile proxies with Chromium, Chromium generally is a desktop browser. Generally a desktop browser. So that's it. I don't even think it is a disadvantage. I personally was just really curious, like how far did they go? You know, like I'm just curious.
Yeah. So Bobby, can you explain more on why the daily visits limited to 2 to 3? Is it limited to the website or keywords on the website? I just put that in as an example. That's going to go based on your search volume, the geographic area, how much traffic you already get, right? So here's a quick example, because this is beyond the scope of for tonight. I don't want to be on here all night. What was the question? I just totally blanked out. Oh, the amount of traffic, right? So if a keyword, if you're trying to go for Orlando plumbing and it gets 1,000 searches a month, right? And you're already in the game and trying to just get in higher rankings or whatever, and you don't know exactly how many searches you get a month for that keyword, but you know you get some because you look at your GMB insights, right? And you see it, and that's pretty accurate for the most part. You look at your analytics, you look at your search console, right? If you're already getting 30 searches a month for it, right? Deduct that from whatever the monthly is, then take a percentage from there. And don't start at 20%. Go slow and steady, because I don't want to hear nothing from anybody. But you have to remember to account for traffic you're already getting, right? Because if you forget about that, then you'll start sending too much traffic. And that's not smart. And you can go into SEMrush and try to look at your competitors' traffic. But what I found is, unless they're big boys, it's not going to give you data that you need. And the data that you will find from the big boys is referral traffic. A lot of traffic comes in from social and other top sites. It's not just coming direct. A lot of it comes direct, but it's not all coming direct or from search. So you have to mimic that. Like I always say, send traffic from different areas, right? So when you go to the bot, right, CTR booster, how do I get back over here?
That's a nugget, actually, Mike, that you just gave. Mimicking the competitors' leading competitions referral traffic. That's a beautiful.
Thank you, bro. To hear the word nugget come out of your mouth, referring to something I said, is like,
you got a lot of nugs, man.
Thank you,
literally
bro. I appreciate that.
and verbally.
So, guys, exactly, man. And again, right, out of the scope for tonight, but this settings like proxies, refers, which is hard for me to say, just like Mississippi or no, not Mississippi, Massachusetts. I can't say that. I feel like a funny guy when I try to say that. And capture, right? Like these are up here for a reason, even though we don't use this. You got to have your proxies. I mean, if you ain't getting no referral traffic, what are you doing, right? So remember, guys, one last time, add project, right? You pick which one you want to do. If it's a video, obviously YouTube, Yahoo, Bing. These two, that's for another time. No need to mess with this at all until you get all this going. Get your branded traffic up. Get your GMB insights. That chart, that yellow chart needs to be up, right? So And the main thing you just need to remember, guys, is when you click this button, you're going from, this is organic maps, and this is the GMB name. So matter of fact, let me do this. Y'all can take a screenshot. Name of campaign. Brand name or keywords here. Target URL here. No. Money site URL or GMB. No. Target URL. Let me not confuse nobody. Internal pages. You do not want the bot to visit. GMB. Oh, go ahead. What happened, Chris?
No, I'm yelling at my freaking computer. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So guys, for an organic, right? This is how you go here. Name of campaign, organic, right? And what I'll do is I'll set this to be a little bit more realistic. 10,000 daily visits. Gonna go slow and steady, 3 to 6. This I do 180 to 240 or higher. This is on you, man. Matter of fact, let me put this higher. I don't want to get nobody in no trouble. And if your niche is a niche where people sit on your site 8 minutes, adjust this accordingly, right? My niche ain't like that. They don't stay on the site long. Max internal links. I'll do a couple. Duration, I usually do something about 45 to 1 to 90.
And that gentleman, while you're typing there, that gentleman that spoke about jumping from 6th page up, you know, I personally, just my opinion, I would focus more on maybe some links or some technical assets, unless you're talking
Tell him
about
again. Tell him again, Chris.
Uh,
Tell him
Going-
again.
yeah, cranking on CTR booster when you're on page 6, I don't think it's time yet. You know, I personally think that CTR and traffic should be, if you're going to do it, it's as soon as you launch your page and you're in the testing phase, then you want to jump some traffic. Or once you're already at, you know, top of page 2, mid 2, you know, page 1. And then if you're if you're talking about maps, you know, I like those top 5 positions, you know, then traffic and clicks really make a difference. In my opinion, just, you know.
Exactly what we always telling them, Will and me, right? And before someone said, how do you go from 8 to 1? And I go, you don't. You go get your ARM page together and your schema. And you know, like CTR is not what you're looking for if you're on page 8.
I was just
Period.
literally talking to a client and they were like, this guy's ranking in the top 3. We're in like the top 6 and our SEO is great. And I said, okay, let me pull up your website. Pulled up a website. You ain't even got fucking Google embedded on your homepage. You ain't got no reviews embedded on your homepage. You ain't even got your H1 right. I mean, you ain't even got your internal linking right, but yeah, your SEO is good. I said, you know, and he's already talking about CTR. I'm like, no, let's get this other shit done right first, and then we'll talk about CTR if we even need it.
That's the other thing that scares me. I put a feeler post in my group, right? Like, hey, who wants paid one-on-one things with me? And I wasn't even think I shouldn't have did that, right? Because there is no offer. That I was just to see. And then mad people, and then in the DMs, right? And then I think about it, right? It's like, and then a lot of people want done for you services, but it's like, yo, bro, like done for you CTR. I'm not just gonna take your money and run traffic to some shit that's not gonna do nothing. I gotta do an audit, right? I'm not even into that, right? But I gotta do an audit, see if your ARM page is right, see what your GMB is looking like. what's your content? Like, you got any entities? There's so much shit I got to look at because it's not just throw a fucking bot on and your shit's going to go all green. But mind you, it will for some. Easy keywords, certain areas, halfway decent, you're good. But the more competitive it gets, Chris will tell you, you got to get into it hard. You got to dig deep. You know what I mean? It's not that easy. And no bot is just going to, okay, chiropractor LA or lawyer NY. No. If everything else is together, sound, you're getting good links, this on page, your schema's tight, right? So we talk about lightly in here, but your schema's tight. We always talking about brand and entity, right? Google needs to understand that. Great way to put that in is through schema, right? So focus on getting your knowledge panel, bro. When you Google your business name, if your knowledge panel don't come up, you got a lot of work to do, period. And if it does come up, switch your location a little bit and see how far out does it pop up. Because if your knowledge panel only pops up for like 1 mile around your business, you got a lot of work to do. Chris, am I lying? Will, am I lying?
No.
I'm not saying shit trying to make it sound like, oh, don't rush to get to traffic because I'm trying to hold some secret back from y'all. No. Don't be ass backwards. Brand
that's the way people act. It's like, okay, you got 50 pounds to lose, you want to go have fucking surgery or get some diet pill, like it's some kind of magic bullet. Eat right and fucking exercise. That's the magic bullet.
Put the work
in,
exactly.
Put the work in, and most people don't want to do that.
I'll stop my rant. If y'all want to take a screenshot of this and then I'll switch it for the oh wait, actually, okay, that was on map search. So wait, let me change it. Don't take a screenshot yet. And if you did, it was wrong. So delete it. This is GMB. All right, so you got your target URL. So put here, let me switch this up so nobody gets confused. GMB landing page. What do we call it? Location landing page? Landing, y'all know what I'm talking about. So here you go, right? Map search, GMB landing page, name of the campaign, your brand name or your keywords here. Internal pages, you do not want the bot to visit here. GMB name here. I would go with mixed search. Chris,
Yes,
what
sir.
percentage would you use if you were using mixed search, if you weren't going to just always use mobile, right? If you were to use mixed, what would you do? 70, 80% mobile or what? What do you think?
I'd probably go 40 mobile, 40 desktop, 20, 10, probably 10 Apple, 10 Linux, something like that. Something along those lines. I don't know how far does it break down?
So we're here, it's either desktop or mobile. So maybe you would do 50-50.
Is this just for maps?
This one right here is for maps. Yep.
Oh, well, then I might go 65% on the mobile. I'd go up higher on mobile. If it's organic, then.
Yep. Higher on the desktop. Very good.
Yeah,
yep. So
sure.
Guys, Chris Palmer, the legend himself, exactly. Mixed search, right? You want to go higher on the mobile because for maps, more people are on their mobile, right? Then when I click this shit over and it goes to organic, I'm going to change this for you so you can take a screenshot. And then we're going to change this because when you're focused on organic, more people are doing the desktop search, but we don't want to exclude the mobile people. So we're still going to have it on mixed search. Oh, and then I'll show Chris the bounce back feature. Did y'all guys screenshot this? Anybody? If you're interested, you got like 10 more seconds. We're moving on.
I really love, I didn't know that this tool did this. This week I'll have some tests back on this tool, but I didn't know that you could run it through through the network. I really like that feature.
Yeah, bro, that's what that's what makes it the butter. Yep.
That is insane.
Yeah, that's what makes it the butter. Absolutely. So this is now going to be organic. That's what makes it the butter, bro. Now we got here money site. Target URL in case somebody doesn't understand the hell money site means. I mean, if you're an SEO and you don't know what that means, something's wrong.
Welcome to your first day of SEO.
Turtle pages, you do that water reg for. Okay, so Chris, check this shit out, right? When you're doing organic, you could go to a competitor, land on their site, and then bounce back, and then go to your website, right? So fuck up their bounce rate. And then if you have multiple sites on page one, you can put your sites here so that you don't do it to yourself. Fucking super slick. I don't use it because I'm big on karma, and I don't want people doing the shit to me, so I don't use that.
Right.
My
And plus you're
VAs always ask me to use it, but I always tell them no.
Yeah, we don't want to go sending anybody any traffic either.
But it bounces right off though. It just lands and bounces right back. But yeah, I agree. I don't want to send them any of those signals.
Nothing.
None.
Yep.
Nothing. No association with that keyword. So over here, guys, remember, we're going to go to mixed search, right? So this is organic. So here I would go probably 50-50, or maybe actually 40, like Chris said, 60-40, 35. And this also is very niche based as well, right? Because I know I was doing something with someone and they were telling me, man, like almost all my traffic is desktop. No one searches on mobile. And I was like, what about your GMB? He was like, my GMB is there just to be there. Like it doesn't produce any calls. And I said, bro, that's a rare, like you're in a rare niche, you know, because every niche I know and deal with, the phone is everything. Maps is everything, like everything. So take a screenshot of this if you want, guys. And remember, this match exact URL, you could click this if you have multiple pages ranking on page one, or you have a snippet and your money site, or you have however it is, right? You just put your exact URL there or click this option and it'll look for this exact URL. This is obviously not a URL, but you know what I'm saying. Again, I'll show this to you guys one last time, right? You come in here, you get your launch. I said it right this time. And then you click this button. Don't go crazy on the mileage unless you're already smashing it. But even if you're already smashing it, it doesn't make sense. So here's what I mean. I can't even believe I'm sharing all this shit for free like right now. This is really like years of using this, right? You could fuck your GMB up like this. Watch, listen to what I'm about to tell you, right? You put your GMB's location here, right? And your GMB is ranking pretty fucking good, but you want to boost proximity out, right? So you're like, yo, son, I'm ranking for 7 miles, 11 by 11. I'm killing it, right? And you go like this, or you just go up there, right? Like you got to understand how much miles are. And then you go, I'm going to generate like 200 points, right? Which this ain't going to do nothing because this ain't right? But this would fill up and update, and you start running your traffic and your green grids, right? Start getting all crazy looking, and like, you're like, yo, what the fuck? Like Connect 4, whatever that shit was when you were young, right? So look crazy. Red and black, red, don't look stacked up. That's from doing this kind of dumb, stupid shit. Trying to do too much, right? If you want to know the right way to do it, go to this website and sign up for my course right now and just fuck with that. That's how I will go though, right, Will? I got to start practicing, set them up, and then send them somewhere. So what you want to do here is, right, you find the launch and lat from your local Falcon or whatever grid report you're using to where you're weak. Now be smart. Don't go to where you're 20 first. Go to where you're 3 first and make it a 1. Learn what you're doing, right? Make sense? Does that make sense, y'all? Don't go to where you're number 10 or number 15 and start. You're going to fuck up where you're ranking. Go where you're ranking and turn anything that's not 1 into 1. And then spread out. You get greedy, you're going to, I'm telling you. Don't say I'm not warning y'all. So you get your one little location, right? That depending on how big you're running your geo grid report, right? 13 by 13, 10 miles, 5 miles, 2.5 miles, 5 by 5, however you doing it, you know how you're doing it. So you know from this dot it's this amount of mileage, right? 1.5 miles or 5 miles, let's say, which is kind of big, but let's just say it's 5. Then you come here and you say, from within that one geo spot, we do 5 miles, right? And then you grab a bunch of pins from that area, which I wouldn't do 200. I'd do 20, 30, 40, 50, let it run. Not less than a week, change it up, right? And this, I would even go less. Because if it was a 5 mile grid, I don't want to push the barriers of it. I want to hit it from the inside or to the closest to where the 1 is. So I'd rather minimize this to like 2 miles, 1 mile, watch it, run the local Falcon, see what's happening, then change as needed. All that set and forget shit, hire somebody, bro, because that shit don't exist. This is not that type of game. Like, I've done that and messed sites up, messed GMBs up, like too much traffic or too much of the same traffic, too much of the shit looking robotic, forgetting that some campaigns were running because we thought that VPS got canceled. That's not a good look. Whole bunch of unaccounted for traffic that you're not accounting for. You know, you got to be careful, right? Is what I'm saying. Go slow and steady and track the progress. See what's happening so that you know what you're doing, or better yet, that what I'm telling you to do, you're doing it and it's working because you're taking it slow. You try to rush and you're gonna fuck your shit up. I'm telling you. I'm not gonna tell you that shit no more neither. Go slow and steady, man. Like, everybody says, oh, but the search volume is 80,000 a month. No, the fuck it's not. That's across the whole world, bro. That's not in your city. Like, understand what you're doing, man. Make sure you understand the basics of SEO. CTR is click-through rate manipulation. We just call it CTR for short, but we're manipulating the click-through rate. If you don't know what the fuck that means, you need to slow down, like pump the brakes, or just set up branded traffic, slow and steady, and then go learn up on what you need to learn up on. And if you do know it, sorry for the rant, but for people that don't, I don't want nobody fucking up their business or their client's business, because shit is real when your phone is ringing and then it's not. Or you're close to getting the phone ringing and then you backpedal and they ghost your GMB. You ever had any GMBs ghosted, Chris? Get them back, but you know, it takes a little time, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's not fun. I've done that by fucking with my CID too much years ago and sending too much traffic years ago. When I first got CTR booster, I was trying to break shit. I sent all types of ridiculous traffic to all types of shit. So that's my rant. Remember what I'm telling y'all, be careful.
I have a brief question.
Sure.
2 questions, actually. The first question is, do you really pump it until it's number 1, or do you not care if as long as it's 1, 2, or 3?
So
and then start expanding.
So me personally, I could have a 1 in the centroid and start trying to chase 20s up there because it's me, right? For them, I would highly suggest get the 1, get it 1. If it's stuck at 3 and it's not moving, then move on, right? But try to get everything 1 and grow it out. It seems to become a lot easier.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I figure 3-pack. I'm usually pretty solid. And then my next question is, see, this is what I always think about. I'm curious if maybe this bot does it. You kind of know with click-through rate, you know, say we're running a micro workers campaign or we're running phones to, say, an organic listing. We know that the click-through isn't yet tracked until I click through to another page. So does this bot, when it lands on the property, does it click to another asset within the Google Business or the Google Maps?
So when it does a map listing, yeah, it hits the maps and then it interacts, and then
it hits like the call button or something.
Yeah, it randomizes from a few different things, and then you can also pick if you wanted to specifically interact with the GMB posts.
Right. So that's a must.
Right. And then the Nuggetville, right? Like this shit, right? These things right here. Right. The knowledge graph interaction. Oh man. Now you're sending it to your knowledge graph and it'll randomize what it's gonna click on in there. This is fucking huge, bro. Bro, I've made so much money with this tool because of this right here. It's unfucking believable. I'm just gonna be honest with you right now. And this tool been out coming on 3 years. Like, this shit is now coming out, and I'm actually humbled that I'm sitting here showing people that never heard of this tool how to use it. I'm grateful to the universe because Lord knows that this tool has helped me feed my family, bro, on some real shit, yo. That's real fucking rap. So this knowledge graph interaction, yo, let me stop sharing the screen. That's enough CTR booster, because how do you stop sharing the screen, Will? Where's that control bar thing at?
At the very bottom.
Oh, here it is. All right. I'm new to Zoom. Bear with me, Chris. Chris, I want you to help me with this here because I want them to hear me.
Okay.
SEO now and moving forward, and it has been for a minute, but specifically now and moving forward, right, is about entities, your brand, right? And an entity is not necessarily a brand. An entity is a place, person, or thing, right? But when you make your business an entity and you start having brand prominence, right? That's when you start winning, guys, organically in maps. Like, that has to be your main focus.
That's it.
It has to be. Then right after that, right? Right after that, which is part of it, right, is on-page and content, entity-based content. If you're not writing about what your niche is about, entity-wise, you're losing.
That's it.
The CTR is extra. Like, it's extra. It's not, yo, I just got a client, I'm gonna throw him on CTR boost and right. You might, bro, hear me out. You might give it a twirl, but you should be doing audits and looking at the on page and getting ready and tweaking all that shit, because that's where the wins are long term, the real wins.
Oh yeah.
And without doing that, all you're doing is making it harder for yourself, and you're going to be more upset at yourself because you're going to be focusing on the wrong thing and then upset that you're not getting the fucking rankings. If I'm lying, bro, somebody please put me in my place. But I'm not trying to be on here trying to teach people some CTR bot, and they fresh behind the ears to marketing and they don't know what a knowledge panel is. I fucking implore you, bro. Don't even set the bot up, or just set up branded track. Don't even put a keyword in there because you don't know what a knowledge panel is. What are you doing? So,
yep.
I hope I made my point.
And two, I think to solidify that a little bit more, because I always get it's like how, right? The objective is to, become synonymous with your keyword. So if you're a plumber in Ohio, when I search plumber in Ohio, my brand name is synonymous with plumber in Ohio. So when you go over to images and you look at those entities, you want to see your logo. When you do, you're going to start ranking for plumber in Ohio, or plumbers, or plumbing, or 24-hour. That's the goal. That's definitely the goal.
Absolutely. So any questions, guys?
When are you running for the president of the United States, man?
Yeah, start your channel.
I don't even believe in politics, so that shit ain't never happened. Did I miss a bunch of questions? Oh shit, it looks like we did. Mike, how find that referral traffic on a competitor? SEMrush. Does Ahrefs break traffic down? Chris, does Ahrefs do that? My VAs use Ahrefs. I don't. I only look at SEMrush once in a while.
Ahrefs gives, all the tools we're going to show you organic rankings and show you your traffic percentage for keywords that you're getting.
SEMrush does it with this nice little chart. I think that's why I like that one better.
Yeah, I like SEMrush.
Yeah. Michael and Chris, we have direct traffic and branded traffic count and GMB insights. The descriptions are confusing as both talks about searching a business name. What is the difference in these two? Thanks. So one is direct, I believe. One is branded, which is the yellow one. And then the other one is search. Right, Chris? Isn't that how it goes?
Yeah, the green is direct. So that's like they're actually searching for you directly, like they've typed in your name. The blue one is discovery, I believe. And that's for when people are like searching for, say, plumbers, and they click on you. That's discovery. And then the yellow, how they describe it, is considered the branded. That's when they're looking for businesses related to yours. So it is confusing because you would think like branded would be they're looking for you, but it's direct, they're looking for you. And then branded is when they're looking for a brand and they click on you, they choose you. Really, you're after that yellow, but you shouldn't be getting much yellow or blue without that green popping, you know? So yep, that answer, it is relatively confusing.
Yeah.
Google is ridiculous.
I remember there was on a time on a call that you told me the colors and I was like, wait a minute, what? I've been telling my VAs to chase the wrong color. I was like, that shit is backwards.
It is.
It's fucking, it is massively confusing for shit sure.
Yep.
All right, so you go for a very competitive national keyword, say for e-com site. How the heck do you get up to page 2 so you can use CTR manipulation? Some keywords tough as hell to rank for. All right, so something like that, Patrick, you can start sending traffic, you know, ahead of time. But if you know, he just likes to open up Pandora's box. That's what I like about Patrick. Very competitive national type keyword, right? How do you get up to page 2? Great links, right? A shit ton of it, siloing, all that on page, and a bunch of motherfucking links, bro. You know you ain't getting up there without spending ducats on links, period.
Ducket, yep. And on page. Your on page has to be.
And yeah, the on page has to be immaculate because
tight.
you're going up against the world's best at that point, right? National or something like that.
Especially SEO terms, they're really fun.
You got your WP amplified plugin pumping. Okay. Thanks, Adon. Appreciate that. Graham, you mean that crazy ass plugin I don't use? Yeah, like me. I bought that thing. I haven't even adjusted it yet. I got a dedicated VA on that juice. What? On what? That WordPress Amplify?
Yeah, man, I've got to get someone on it full time. It's not that hard to put together. Once you've got a template set up, like a Gutenberg template, it's not really that difficult to put it all together, but it's monotonous.
Nice.
Graham has a sweet background.
Yeah,
I really like that.
So best way to track is through what? Local Falcon, GMB Insights, Google Search Console, Basic, Q, but for real important, how to track results of this tool. Phone calls? Nah, I mean, that's how I track shit, but I use Local Falcon, Geomappy, Grid My Business, SEMrush, Bright Local, fucking so much shit that I don't even look anymore. I look at my call rail in the morning and see how many calls like that.
Bingo, Mike, that's a nugget. Because we don't care about rankings. We care about business and phone calls.
I care about phone
I don't want to
calls.
rank anything. I just want the phone calls.
I'm saying that's why I'm sorry. I mean, I might get into it, but I'm going to. But client work and all that, like I ain't a report. The report I'm gonna send you is call rail, motherfucker. How many calls you used to get before I started fucking with you, and how many calls you getting now? Shut the fuck up before I stop sending them calls your way. Like if I can't talk to someone like that, I'm not meant to do business with them because oh god, this keyword dropped a little bit. Yeah, in that area and that zip code and that tool, that none of these tools are actually factual. They're all third party.
Yeah,
like,
but you got 63 new calls this month. Shut up.
Yeah, exactly, right? But you just closed, 100K in new business. Like, come on now, stop it. Anyway, I can't stop hollering. Why didn't I have teachers like Mike when I was in school? Mike, you have talent for teaching, bro. Away with words. Thank you. Interact with chatbot. I don't know. Interact with chatbot. I don't know what you mean by that. That's why I stacked 10, Kev. It's a piece of pie. Yep, Mike drop, Mike for president. Y'all funny. So in other words, Mike, content is really the key first. On page first, which is, you need content for on page. Well, that's somewhat arguable too, right? Kyle Roof, I think, proved that shit. But on page, site structure, siloing, you know what I mean? Interlinking, schema, content. Then, did I get that right, Chris? I think did I say site
technical
structure?
on-page links.
Right?
Yeah, it's technical, then the on page, then the links.
Then you come in with, then you come in with the links and then the traffic if needed, right? Some people in some niches and some geos will skip the links and go to the traffic because their on page and content is so tight, they could do that. Or the niche is not so hard, right? Or they're hitting outskirts because they're smart and they're putting up multiple GMBs in smaller suburbs and just caking off laughing while people try to rank, while people try really hard to rank for the big city with the big keyword, right? Like you could go for plumbing Los Angeles, or you could go for local plumbing service Calabasas. I mean, I don't know how close that is, right? But you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yep.
I'm going for that local service. I want that one all day because no one's trying to the competition is not there. I'm the competition. Because anybody that even could think like that, that means they're on my level. So either we're going to go at it or I'm just going to gracefully bow out and hit another area, right? Period. Karma is how I live my life. But if you see no one's in the area that is worth the effort, it's Bolo Young time, baby. I'm smacking everything up. Period.
You're great,
Bolo
Mike.
Young. If y'all don't know who Bolo Young is, you better go to YouTube and learn, bro. I mean, Bruce Lee is the legend, but Bolo Young, brick not hit back, baby. All right,
Dude,
so
I think you should definitely start a channel.
Should I, bro?
You're great, bro. Yeah,
They
man,
told-
you're really
Holly
good,
said-
dude.
Holly said I can't curse if I go
And
on
the
there,
cursing is a little much in the puffing, but I think that goes with the Gary Vee made a very big career, It goes into it's your brand though. You got the hair, you know what I mean? The New York guy. I think it's the brand, bro. It's you. You want to be authentic.
I might need an editor like to have his logo in the background coming out my joint so they don't know if it's real or animated.
It's legal
That'd
where
be
you're
some
at.
funny shit, right? Every time I light this up, the thing is just burning like that. That'd be hot. All right. Yeah, but what about your images? Yeah, but how to get your images to rank like that? Chris can answer that, right? And I'm sure image sharing sites, traffic, right? You can send traffic to images,
Sure.
embed those images, hot link them.
It's not even, those are all definitely opportunities, but it's not about the image. It's about the entity association. That's a clear indicator. It shows you. Google's mapping entities. Those are entities for a particular search phrase. And the only place to see it grouped like that is within images. So the images definitely play a part. That's a part of it. But in order to become an entity, you have to create entities. How do you do that? Images, video, and audio at scale. Yes.
Scale, yes, sir. So I did a test. I can't share it, right? But I hit a bunch of videos. I think I did 12 to 14, pretty much all the same variation of the same keyword, right? And I did a bunch of tweets and moments from a couple different accounts, interlinked, not too greatly, sloppily with a software. And got different crazy results, right? But the GMB was 2. I think it was at 3 when it started, went to 2, didn't go up to 1. People that are at 1 have been there forever and got mad reviews. But anyway, so the funny part is I got the carousel to pop 3 videos, right? At one point I had 1 video up top, then the maps, then 3 videos, right? Now it's showing the maps, 4 videos, right? And then number 1 spot, number 2 spot, 2 tweets, not moments, right?
Yep.
And I'm saying to myself, whoa, how is this, right? And the 2 tweets, one is a powerful Twitter with not powerful, but a little bit of metrics. But the second one is not, but it's underneath the first one, kind of like when they show you 2 results from your same website, right? Like Google started testing that a while back. And it's because the tweets were interlinked, deep linking, right? So very interesting. Yo, I kind of forgot why I brought that up because I was reading, trying to read a question at the same time. So I forgot why I brought that test up. I think, video. Oh, I know why I brought it up. So check it out. So as I scroll down page 1, right, I don't got like the whole first page because I didn't do that much stuff, but almost. When you get to the bottom of the page, right, Chris? before you see the people also ask or whatever you call those, the other suggested keywords, it says images for that keyword, right? And it's all my images, son. All my thumbnails, bro.
And how do you
And when you
rank?
click on all of them, it goes right to Google Images, just like you saying, and I got the whole Rizno.
And how's your
First two
organic?
rows.
And how's your organic rankings for that keyword?
Page
Just
one.
like-
Oh yeah, that shit shot
Oh,
right
that-
up.
oh.
Shot right up. Shot right up.
Yep.
Craziness. And what's funny is I wasn't even tracking the organic at all. I don't even know where it was before the test started. I just know it wasn't on page one, right? That's all I know. And now for that keyword, it's on page one. You know what? I need to ask my VA to check all the rankings on that site. Hold on, because we
Yeah,
haven't.
I've
We-
been
we-
doing
we've
that
been behind.
process on every page that I've been launching and hitting page one almost.
And those SoundCloud, like he was saying, the audio, like if y'all not using SoundCloud, you know, official. And shout out to Daryl Osborne. Like he talks about SoundCloud a lot. Not like he's the only one, but he stacks up a lot of stuff in the way that I'm saying too. Me and him are gonna have a call soon too. And I'm so excited about that because that boy is a brainiac with the whole entity stuff. And he has something that he does that takes over the whole page and pops knowledge panels. And it's way more in depth than the shit that I do, but it's very similar. And I kind of get the same process, right? Take over page one, pop the KP. So when I do mix it in with what he got going on, oh man. But hey, Chris, let me ask you a question real quick.
Sure.
Because this also is related to traffic, because you could send traffic to certain entities to then validate schema, right? So like, do you use schema a lot? Not so much, a little bit, heavy into it?
On client sites that pay for the time.
Okay, yo, that's what I like about you, Chris. Hey, listen, man, it's all about the budget. It's about the time and the budget.
It's
They got
time
the
and budget.
then I got the time to do it.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yep. I mean, it's not first on my list though. I give them rules of importance or however depending on who I'm talking to. There's a list, you know. That's definitely towards the bottom because when we're talking about time and budget, schema is not at the top, not for us.
Got it. Especially how long it takes if you want to
Content
do it,
and links. That's where the money goes.
So for schema guys, right? I started using Rob Beal and Marco's tool, the schema tech, and I use the Rank Fortress one as well. The schema tech, you can save the templates and then it plugs them together. So it's pretty easy enough. You should actually check that out, or Will's, Chris, because it does speed it up a lot. You're still gonna want to go in there and add shit in manually. So I know what you're saying, right? Because you're gonna want more, but it helps a lot and it's quick. So I like to use schema and get it in other places besides the website that I can send traffic to and let Google hopefully crawl those places often, like Google sites, right? And hit my schema, you know what I mean? Or a part of my schema at least. All right, that's enough of that.
What's schema tech, bro?
Schema tech is a software and it might be
Is it for sale?
It should be, unless they have that's Rob Beal and Marcos from Heavy Hitters.
That's on a monthly, it's a monthly subscription now.
Yeah,
I really like a lot of, I saw him speak a few times. I had the pleasure of speaking with him personally. I really like a lot of what he has to say, Rob Beal.
Yo, Rob Beal is a brainiac, bro.
Yeah, he's pretty slick.
That's my dude too.
He knows
Good
what's
guy.
up.
I got mad love for
very
Rob.
nice guy. Very intelligent.
Very intelligent. Yo, I don't even know how to say it because it's too smart for me. But his job before he did SEO before he started doing SEO, something like with
data analysis, right?
What is Google? A graphical database, graphical databasing, bro.
Analysis,
like that's what he did before SEO. So when he started learning SEO, he was like, "Wait a minute, like this is the same shit I've been doing my whole life." So this is why he's on another level, bro.
Oh yeah,
Rob
he's on
Beal,
one.
his schema course. I sent him a message. I
bought it, dude.
2 mods in, and I sent them a message, right? And I said, "Here's my review of your course. Your course made me feel stupid." Right? And I'll just hire your service when it's ready.
Yeah, I bought that.
There's different levels of intelligence, right? And I could humbly say, like, that's a room I don't want to be in. And I'm lying because I do want to be the bug in the wall, but I don't want to be in there where everybody's going to try to talk to me Like I can hold that conversation, right?
That's
'Cause
it.
I can't.
Yep.
I can't. He's on some other shit.
Yeah, he
Anyway,
is.
all right, what we got? Moolah, hey Chris, Bolo baby. Yep, that's a great movie. 2 tweets ranking. Yeah, craziness. Wow, imagines associate. Yeah, images are absolutely associated with your entity, especially if on the image you have what?
Words.
Your logo, your NAP, maybe your CID faded away, real small. You know, nobody really sees it. That might be taking it far, but I do it.
Yeah, somebody
SoundCloud.
whacked my freaking CTR page with a bunch of that bounce traffic.
Ah.
and it shot me up the number one. I was like, oh, thank you. They sent me like 8,600 visits
Oh
all
my
in like
God.
the span of a day, and then boom, I went up to number one. I was like,
Wow.
okay, thank you, sir.
Somebody
Whoever
helped
that
you
was,
out.
thank you.
That's hysterical. Anybody got any questions? What was the course?
I got a
you
lot of
looked at?
questions.
What course? What course, Thomas?
This was a fun chat, man. This was good. I enjoyed this.
Yeah. Yo, Chris, that's why
Yes.
you notice like on Thursdays when before Will went on vacation, when GMB Pros was on, I
Yep.
always try to come on so I could like sneak in and kick it with you. Because I usually don't come on except for this night when it's my night, you know, because
Yep.
you know, be busy and stuff
There's
like
a lot
that.
of stuff.
But
Yeah. I
it's
know.
always great when you're on, bro. I like the vibe, the energy, and plus, you know, you're a brainiac, bro. You do this shit. I love it. 1 second.
Taking calls. I love it. Rob Beal schema course. Yeah, man, that was sick. I paid like $5 for that too. I usually don't come off dollars for courses, but after I met him, I wanted to see what he was doing. I was curious. Definitely worth it. It was relatively expensive. Yes, it was. Well, to me for a course, yeah. Because really I was only after, but one nugget for $500 was worth it. Creating one page and being able to only create the schema once and then distribute it across the page and just make a call. That was worth $500 to me. Yes, sir. It's all about time for me. Time.
Time is everything, bro.
Oh my
People
God.
be like, yo, time, but buddy's everything. Health, you know, aside from health, right? Because if you don't got health, you ain't got shit, right?
That's
But
it.
to me, my time is worth more than anything. I was
That's-
telling somebody that shit yesterday. If I was a real hustler, if I was more about the bread and the material things, oh man, bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'd definitely be a millionaire a couple times over by now. Easy. Not even being cocky or none, just being real with myself. But I'd probably have no time for anything. You know what I mean? I knew from young that I wanted my time. I wanted no children. I knew that from young. I don't want no kids. I
Oh,
knew that
really?
I never wanted to work. Yep, since I was
You don't
young.
have a son or anything? No
Nah,
sons?
I have stepchildren and step grandkids that I'm raising, actually. So
Oh,
God
okay.
is funny, or the universe, whatever
Yeah.
you believe
Oh
in,
yeah,
right?
God's a funny. Oh
Never
yeah.
I never wanted kids, but I got 11 and a 14-year-old I'm raising, right? And I knew I never wanted a boss. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't want to work for nobody. I want to be able to say, tomorrow I'm flying to Hawaii if I wanted to, right? Now, having the money to do so is a different story. So let me change that. Tomorrow, if I want to sit in and watch Netflix all day, I'm going to do that. Tomorrow, if I want to go on a 3-month Xbox binge, I'm going to do it. Because I got my shit together. I'm my own boss. And that's how I live my life. So other people rather have that secure income. Like, yo, what you mean? For 3 months, you wasn't chasing the bag? No. I was getting my mind right playing Madden or Call of Duty. That's what's important to me. Oh, shit. What you got going on over there?
45.
Oh, shit. Wow, West over there. Let me pin your camera up. You going shooting, Chris?
No, I was messing around today with a friend of mine.
Having some
Yeah.
fun, huh?
Yeah. We were having fun. I'm basically living the sticks, dude. So
You're in the boonies. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
man.
You
It's
could just
very-
go outside and let it all, let the thunder clap. Does anyone know if Williams 30-day free GMB Pro bundle is still being offered? I'm not sure. You could probably check on his website or email him or support,
I run a
And-
scale. Oh, sorry.
and they'll take care of you. There's some free training in there, guys. The bundle is on 50% sale.
We run a scale here because my wife's an auctioneer. So during the day, like my office is here and we run a scale like gold, silver, comics, coins. So I always wait for the day.
Nah, so you just waiting for the day to pull that shit up and pull a Clint. What Clint line you got waiting? I know you got a Clint Eastwood line waiting.
That's funny.
Send William a support ticket about his GMB Pro. Yeah, correct. Hey, so Val, you got any questions, Val? Val's always helping me out. So anything I could help, let me know. Anybody else also? It's funny too, because it feels like there used to be so many more people in here on these calls, like 40, 30 something.
Got like 20 some people in here.
Yep,
That's a
yep.
lot, man. I think
Is it? Is it? Okay.
246.
Love Chris
It's
video.
not bad, man. You've been going for 2.5 hours.
Have
Oh, yeah,
we?
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
they're,
shit.
they're now calling him Michael Lord of the Rings Molino, bro.
All right, so now my bad. I didn't mean to
Dude,
chew
you're
up all
good,
your
bro.
time.
It's all
I
good,
can't
man. I'm just
I can't
having
even
a-
sit through a movie for 2 hours, let alone. But SEO, man, Mike, dude, I'm here, bro. I was enjoying
Chris,
it.
you know what's funny, bro? I swear to you, it's only a couple of shows, right? That I could actually like, I work from my bedroom, right? I have a big place, but the way it's laid out and I smoke, I'm not going to the side of the house where the kids are. That would be kind of distasteful, So my big TV's right there. I have this nice little couch right there that, it has like the recliner for the head, for the leg,
Oh,
real
yeah.
nice.
Got the little door that opens, right? I think I saw.
The sliding
Open
doors.
up the
Yep,
door.
yep.
Yeah.
So I get all comfortable, you know what I mean? And I go to watch something and like within 5 minutes, bro, I'm grabbing my phone and it's not for social media and it's not to socialize. It's like to check a ranking or to check, a VPS or see if my VAs, did I reply back? Did I check their last report? Like, it's like, it's never stops almost, right? It's only a couple of shows. There's my couple of shows that when that shit comes on, it's over. Like, I don't care what's happening. Like, I'll turn the computer off, like power that shit down. It's time to watch this. And then
What's
when
the
it's
number
over,
one
I'll
show?
put it back on. Like I don't know if you watch Power or any of them shows with Ghost.
Oh, like
And they
50
got-
cents thing, right?
Yeah.
The
and
show. I've seen a couple of them.
There's been part 2 and the second season just ended of that and a new one just started. When those come on, everything is off. Billionaires is another show I like and watch.
Yeah, I don't really watch any of that. Just Shark Tank and
I-
cartoons, whatever my son wants to watch.
I used to be addicted to Shark Tank, right? And then my wife stayed talking crap all the time. And it started actually bothering me because I'm like, this is the shit you should be watching instead of all that nonsense you watch. Because, bro, I don't watch TV. Like, aside from the little bit of sports that I watch, I don't let them brainwash me with that bullshit. I'm not getting programmed like that. It's just not happening.
Exactly. That's why they call it programming.
So the patent is right in Google for those that are interested, right? How to brainwash people with a TV set. They have the patent showing you that they've been doing this shit since the TV was invented. I wonder if that's why it was invented. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation. But yeah, I only watch shit with no commercials. You know what I'm saying? If I'm listening to the radio, no ads. I don't do social media on a personal level. And that's what a dude with right now. I got 3 Instagram accounts in this phone. One has 40K, one has 30K, and one has 27K. Hasn't been posted on in 3 years because I ain't been doing that. But they just in here in case someone tries to hack it, I'll get the notification. I don't do none of that, right? My mind is just about this and the betterment of myself, right? Like trying to become the best version of me. So entertainment is a bit rough at times.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's too time draining. And when we spoke last time, you said, are you still dabbling in Instagram, or did you move aside? Have you stopped
So
with that totally?
it's been a while, man, but I got these accounts there and
Yeah,
I want to get back to it.
Yeah, I had a good friend of mine that was working. It doesn't matter the network, but he's been cleaning up. It's not as fast as it was before, but now with all, like, I want to say technology, but I don't want to say old, but with technology, how stuff is so cheap now. VPSs were used to get crap for $80. Now you could go get whatever you want so cheap.
Word.
I'm thinking like, dude, it wouldn't be too hard to get 10,000 accounts. I was thinking about maybe dabbling with that.
Hit me up, bro, because I still have let's just say Jarvie, right? I have Jarvie like paid for just sitting there doing nothing, which is eating me up.
Can that run 10,000? Because I was using Insta Auto is what I always used.
Insta Auto.
That's
a Chrome browser? Or it's a, EXE?
No, it's MariaDB, and it's just a script, but it does what it needs to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Because you can run,
nice.
like, the guys that run the panels, a lot of them are running that script.
Okay. Nice. You ever heard of Mass Planner back in the day?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's what I had.
Yeah, that's a nice little tool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was beautiful back then, but damn, 10,000 accounts. That's
easy.
That's
Easy.
nice.
Yep.
That's like with Mass Planner. No, that wouldn't work because the bill would be so much you'd bang your head on the wall.
Damn, I wonder if they still sell that. I wonder if that's still.
No,
have you ever heard it?
Mass Planner went down, but they still sell it under a white label version, and it's called Jarvie, but it's pricey, bro. 10,000 Instagrams, it wouldn't even be like, it wouldn't work. Insta Auto, the one you're talking about, is unlimited accounts.
Oh yeah, unlimited.
Just pay for the script and you're good.
Yeah, and it runs insanely fast. I don't even know if they still support it. It's been so long. I would assume, because Instagram updates quite consistently. I'm sure you noticed, like Jarvie, they probably do freaking updates all the time.
All the time. It's unbelievable. And it's so detailed, like all the shit they have to update. It's crazy.
And two, now like mobile proxies are so easy to come by. It's just, I think it would be a lot easier now. The barrier of entry, I mean, they're still there, but it would be easier for us, I'm just wondering. I've been seeing some really good results, but only from one friend of mine that's really, he's talented,
Is he doing mother slave method?
No. He's not doing the potting. No, he's not trying to grow the accounts. He's just doing almost like a fall. Yeah, exactly. Through the comment section. But he's got a lot of accounts. So he's really just trying to capture emails. And then I guess he's getting, a quarter a pop. Some things are paying $1. So,
Nice.
Yeah,
no, that shit takes me back to like OG ads and shit.
But it's
I
so
don't even
easy,
know
though.
why I stopped doing that shit. Wow.
Even if we're getting 20 cents an email, and each account renders, 25 emails a day.
Yo, Chris, hold on a minute. I'm fucking bugging, bro. If I got mobile 4G proxies that I can rotate whenever I want.
Yeah, that's what
I can easily be doing email submits couple of days on a couple different networks, mix it in with some real traffic, and they'll never know. I never even thought about that shit. I'm not gonna do it. Karma. I don't want to jerk nobody out no money. But bro, when I first started doing this shit, if I would have had what I have sitting there, I wouldn't even be on this webinar. I'd be doing email submits or trying to get a bot to do all that shit. Cause bro, you get like $1.50 just for someone's email. They're gonna get spammed forever, but you got your $1.50. And if you get 100 of those a day on Instagram, which is very doable, you'll be laughing your ass in front of one of them Lamborghinis them people be having.
Yeah. They're
man.
Couple K a day.
Yeah. I people still think I'm crazy when I tell them I walked away from some shit, because one day it just hit me, like I think I had a dream or like a visualization, like, yo, imagine that was your mom on Instagram thinking that she's getting a free jersey, right? It's like a free NFL jersey that I was killing that offer. Like, imagine my mom signs up for Instagram, right? Sees that and says, oh, let me try to win this for my son, right?
Oh.
Me, and gives her real email address that she only has one. My mom don't got multiple. She's retired now. Her work one is gone, right? Like, then she's gonna be spammed, bro. Because if you test it on your own, I mean, it's bad, right? And I stopped doing it ever since then. And bro, I was doing like 100 to like 400 or 500 a day, easy on CPA offers. And this was like Instagram was young, early. I was early on Instagram. Word.
Me too. Yeah, I love it. I was leaning more towards like, I don't know, creating maybe 5,000 male accounts, 5,000 female accounts. I like those types of offers because I think the karma thing's a big deal. I like those kind of offers. They're just easier. They pay higher. I don't feel bad. Like, hey, you want a phone? I don't like those ones.
Yeah.
But like, you got like a nice profile, and you're trying to get them to accept a follow. And then you start hitting them in the comments like, hey, go to this link. We WhatsApp here. I don't feel bad about that. Not as bad, I guess.
I had this one account. It was 700K. Right? Someone told me as a challenge, I bet you couldn't do this. I was like, are you crazy, bro? I was like, I'll do it to show you it could be done, but then I'm turning it off. Don't offer me money for it. None of that, right? Took a girly page with 700K followers, right? Signed up for OnlyFans. Just took pictures from a website that sells pictures of girls and short videos that you could use on black hat sites, right?
Yep.
And just drip fed them shits in there, right? And I think it was 42 people to sign up at $9.99 a month within like 2 days. Turned that shit off. Like, don't test me. He was like, how could you leave all this money on the table? I was like, I only want to raise this account to $1 million. I mean, to 1 million followers. That was the only goal of the account. Sell shout outs. Put a link in your bio. And I'm like, fuck you, just leave me alone. Like, you do your thing, let me do mine, right? Like, what's the problem? And the account got hacked, and it was probably that guy, right? Doucher, he out got me or whatever, but it is what it is, man. Sorry guys, that's not CTR related. Let me tell you something that is Instagram and CTR related. If y'all don't test this, y'all crazy, right? So first off, you could get leads on Instagram for your business. I don't care what type of business it is. If you market it right, you could do it. And in your Google Search Console, it'll show the traffic came from Instagram. If you're using CallRail, it used to show me, boom, the lead came from Instagram, right? Very nice to know. So with that being said, referral traffic, Instagram could be one of them, right? If your Instagram page is not ranking on page 1 for your branded term, send traffic to it, right? It should. So remember that, and then remember this. Anywhere you could put keywords into the description, right? Sometimes it becomes a lot easier to rank that profile for that keyword closer to page 1. May not hit page 1, but it might get you closer. So Mike might have 5 or 10 Instagram accounts for the same GMB with a bunch of different URLs, right? One might lead to a GMB post, one might lead to a GMB review, one might lead to the GMB website, one might lead to Google image, right? Or in the GMB, because those are all signals and those are all backlinks also, right? And if you start sending traffic and hit Instagram, you could do some nice stuff. Just give y'all a little gem.
Oh,
nice little gem.
Dang, this guy, he changed the structure. I went out looking to see if the dude was still updating the script and stuff. You piqued my curiosity, like, hey, is it, I was just wondering, like, you're making me like start firing up the engine, right? So I went out here to check to see, like, hey, is this guy still clicking? And I see here, like, he's got it set up. It's pretty crazy, but 10,000 accounts, 2,500 a month.
Oh, yeah, so see, bro, you know what it is? Because people got hip to what's going on. Yeah, if you got 10,000 accounts chirping,
Shoo.
they want theirs. Yep.
Jesus. Yeah, but
That's
he's
cool.
running the phone verification. It's everything is automated. Again, this particular tool's for running a panel. So it's all automated. It takes care of all the
Oh, okay.
verifications, all of it, all in one, and that's the number. So I guess overall it's not so bad, but a little bit
That
more
is
than
a
I was
lot of,
thinking.
and that is a lot of accounts though.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, I think a normal person is probably about 500, right? So he wants a $188 for that.
That's not
Just
that bad.
on autopilot. Not too bad.
That's not that bad at
And he'll
all.
sell you the accounts too, of course. Well, that's, I would hope.
Yeah,
So,
because that's another problem, right? Because I wouldn't even try to. I haven't messed with that in years, but I would not want to try to create IG accounts. I used to always just buy them.
Especially 500 of them or 1,000 or
hell yeah.
10,000.
Forget about that shit.
Oh my
Hell
goodness.
no.
Yep. Anyway, this is cool, man. Man, I might have to go dabbling.
Any questions? Any questions, y'all? Well, I know this. If it was me, I'm about to start asking Chris questions. Y'all don't start asking some questions. You get certain people in the room, boy. You gotta ask what you gotta ask. Patrick, let me not say that before Patrick hits us with a fucking barrage of oh shit. How is CTR booster for ranking YouTube videos? It's good. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Good night, Pam.
Yep. Good night, Pam.
Ooh, Pam, sorry if I curse too much. I know Val, she already knows me, so I forgive my foul mouth.
Webcam affiliate program. Yay.
Oh yeah, yo, bro. So the one thing that I did, oh man, I should go back to doing some of this shit. I got fucking kids.
Bro, I was looking.
Bro, Chatterbot, Chatterbait.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah, I
my
remember that.
God, yo, bro.
Set up a little locker. Get them on the page. Or were you sending them direct?
And then you get, you get lifetime, like you get hard cookie, whatever that shit is, and
Yeah,
rev
they're
share.
really-
Like every time they spend money with the girl, you get a cut. That shit is, but yeah, I think, yo, bro. Matter of fact, we should do something together.
The new hot one is Strip Cash. StripCash.com. That's the hot one. That's the one my buddy's running on.
Okay.
And they have a very, very 6-month cookie policy.
Oh,
and
nice.
it's first attribute 6 months. And these guys are, he's clicking. So I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I mean, well,
are they doing TikTok too? I would assume, yeah, right?
He's running IG, or at least that's what that's what we talk about.
Okay.
He was trying to like prod me, but I'm like, dude, I haven't did that in years. 2016, I think was the last time I dabbled with that. Maybe 17.
Wow.
Was the last dollar I made off IG.
Super long ago.
Yeah.
Yo, but that shit makes you think like, hold on, man. I wonder if my power like provider is still around and all that, right?
Yeah. it's like an old girlfriend, like, hey, how are you?
Hold on, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I heard all that, y'all was talking about TikTok, a little bit of Instagram. Oh no, this is what it was. Will got the GMB Pros on Telegram. I only have a Telegram account because of the IG world. That shit is like it's a whole world, another world of mine, right? Like Telegram. I have this Facebook profile that's for SEO. That Telegram is just all IG providers, group. You know what it is. Telegram. So when I saw some of their names, and I'm like, oh shit, I started thinking like, because the SEO I knew then to now, obviously I've learned a lot more, right? Things have changed, I've adapted. So I'm thinking, oh shit, wait a minute. So there is some shit that I want to test, bro, because obviously, with panels, that's one thing. And then if you could send certain signals from let's say more powerful accounts, will that send a different signal? Like, if I get a bunch of views from a bunch of blue check accounts, is that going to tell, and they end up on my target site in Google or on my GMB, is that going to send a different signal? Or is it just another account from Instagram? Right? Yep. I'm very interested to know that, bro. Because imagine if X amount of followers or more, Google gives more love to, or if you have a blue check mark, or if it's a business profile. If we could find anything in that algo that'll give a bump to
Little
the
jump.
GMB. We in there. And yo, bro, you the only, I think I've only mentioned IG like on one mastermind before, because that's one of the things I kind of like to keep to myself as far as SEO, right? Because you could do
Right.
some shit SEO with IG for sure.
Oh yeah.
Especially just for local businesses.
Yeah. I
I
like.
wonder if we could specifically get something with the maps though. That'd be very interesting to test.
Yeah. I
Hey,
really
all right,
like
Lenny,
those,
have a good one.
those IG citations are a beautiful thing. You know,
Oh
you
yeah,
can-
absolutely. Hell yeah.
you can make your whole name a post. You can do the same thing with Facebook, but yeah, that's an interesting idea. Like almost like, you know, remember, I don't know what they, like what you said, the like the father and the slave or the mother and slave, like a pod.
Yep.
Like I wonder, like I never hear anything about IG, but that would tell me that all the marketers have moved to TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, because that's where the new money is.
Yep.
So there's got to be something. I mean, obviously, there's definitely something still there. I
There's
would think.
people still on IG.
Oh yeah.
But I know a lot, IG gravitated a lot more to paid ads, a lot more.
Makes sense.
Yeah, a lot.
Why
a
wouldn't
lot
they?
more. Chris, for branded CTR traffic to GMB, should we use 10% of direct traffic or branded search count?
I think that that's heavily dependent upon the leading competitor. So if you're taking a look at the leading competition, like what's their overall traffic, and then take a look at their branded. So then that's going to set your benchmark. And then you need to determine where you're usually at. Usually I send in 25% more than I'm currently receiving, usually. But I never want to go above what the top competitor is getting for branded, because he's the top guy. He sets the bar. So the overall keyword's getting 880, but this guy right here is only getting, 26 hits a month for his brand. I should only be getting like 12, so use the top competitor, whatever branded they're getting, use that as a benchmark, and then go from there. Usually 25% increase. 10% is good if you're just starting out, but 25.
We've got to close the party, guys. We've got another session starting in about 5 minutes.
Oh shit. All right, cool.
Cool.
What y'all got going on? Another webinar?
Yeah, man. I think it's Link Daddy with Tony
Oh.
Peacock.
Nice. All right. Well, listen.
Who's your daddy, bitch?
It's been a pleasure, y'all.
Yep.
Put shit to action. Remember, don't just sit here and watch all this shit. Take action. Be in a rush to fail. Shut the fuck up and test, basically. Just get to it.
In a rush to fail. All right,
Yo,
gentlemen,
Chris.
thank you. Thanks for
Yeah,
having
yeah.
me.
Great
Chris, it's always
session,
a
guys.
pleasure
Thanks
to
for
see you,
jumping in,
bro.
Chris. Thanks,
Yep.
Mike. Really appreciate it, and everybody hanging out. Thank you very
It's
much.
been a lot of fun. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Absolutely. Have a good night, y'all.